7559. Again, 1-800-932-7559.
Do you have $10,000 or more in outstanding federal student loans? Well, you may qualify to have your entire student loan forgiven with one free call. That's right. If you're a teacher, police officer, firefighter, or work for a nonprofit, you may qualify for new federal programs to have your entire student loan forgiven. Graduate Service Center wants to give you free information on all the programs that can help. And the sooner you call, the faster.
It's time now for Callaway Cavaliers football on WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at Eagle1023.com. Callaway Cavaliers football is brought to you in part by Holmes Pharmacy, Commercial Bank and Trust, Wellstar West Georgia Medical, Emory Southern Orthopedics, Kia of LaGrange, Remax Results Agent Rob Upchurch, and Remax Results Agent Joel Upchurch.
Check.
Now live to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Shane Andrews, live here with Mr. Brandon Brooks today, or tonight, I should say. Friday night football, Brandon.
Yes, sir.
Weather's feeling a whole lot cooler. Really feels like football tonight.
Absolutely. 60 degrees here in the beautiful city of Temple, Georgia, and just a little north of town.
That's right, a little north of Carrollton. Tonight, the Callaway Cavaliers come in 7-0. Take on the 5-2 Temple Wolves, which should be a good matchup tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a great game. Beautiful weather, should be great for the players in the sense of it's not cold enough where when you get hit it stings a little bit, but after a couple of hits everybody should be good to go. And just about 30 minutes from kickoff, we're ready to rock and roll on this thing.
All right, we're fired up, excited to bring you guys a game tonight. Let's take a break. We'll come back and we'll get into kind of the X's and O's of tonight's matchup. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Introducing the most valuable provider, your nationally ranked Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center. Ranked a top 100 large community hospital by Truven Health Analytics. Named a top 100 great community hospital by Becker's Hospital Review. Rated top 100 in medical excellence and patient safety by CareChecks. Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center. Award-winning healthcare right here in LaGrange. To learn more, visit wellstar.org/WGMC. We believe in life well lived.
First down and goal to go. In the game of football, it takes the skill and effort of a team to reach the goal line. At Commercial Bank and Trust, we know it takes the same kind of teamwork to help you reach your goals of financial security. That's why we offer a team of professionals who are dedicated to providing effective game-winning financial solutions. You'll get the expertise you need from the people you know and trust. Touchdown! Commercial Bank and Trust, a division of Synovus Bank. Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at Remax Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at Eagle1023.com. Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football.
All right, guys, back here live in Temple, Georgia. Tonight's matchup between the Callaway Cavaliers and the Temple Tigers. Beautiful facility they have right here, Brandon. Field just really looks like it's in immaculate shape. Of course, they have the grassy turf, and it looks like they do a wonderful job keeping this up around here.
The entire stadium, just a great place, even for the visitor side. But all is well, getting ready to get this thing going, and it's going to be a great game tonight as our Callaway Cavaliers take on the Temple Tigers. It's going to be in my opinion, really an even matchup at the beginning. I would like to think that our depth would come into play, especially after halftime. But we'll see how it goes. And like I always say, it's kids on a Friday night, so there's no telling it's just another night under the lights with great high school football going on here in Temple, Georgia.
Right, like you mentioned, high school kids, 14, 15, 16-year-olds. You don't really know what you're going to get. Now, on the other hand of that, I feel like we do kind of know what we're going to get as far as Callaway goes. They've been pretty consistent with what they do, not only this year, but, the years past leading up to this point.
Absolutely. We've got some great returning seniors that are really stepping up. They're not boisterous. They're not loud, but they get the job done on the football field, and that's what you want to see as a coach and definitely as part of the Callaway family. Some of our seniors, like Michael Freeman, just really stepping up and doing what they need to do on a Friday night to lead these younger guys who are our teams for the next few years.
Right. And me and you, of course, we called the Harris County game together a couple weeks ago, and we mentioned how the schedule has really, the schedule's really set up nicely for the Cavaliers this year. They went in, they played some bigger schools to start the year. We mentioned the big win at Harris County. Last week was a huge win for the Cavaliers against Heard County.
Well, it's just been a great couple of weeks, and as a Callaway family member and just a Callaway fan, been a lot of great football being played. That Heard County game was, without a doubt, probably the biggest game of the year for us, even though we've had some phenomenal games. But as we go into tonight, we take nothing for granted, and our seniors, without a doubt, are just going to have to step up. Looking for a lot of great things tonight out of Dylan Johnson. He's not going to get a lot of pressure. I mean, they're going to try to pressure, but he should have ample time in the pocket, and we really should be able to get some good reps as far as throwing and catching tonight during this contest. So look for a great win, but, again, you never know what's going to happen. But we couldn't ask for better weather. 60 degrees here in Temple, and just absolutely spotless skies, no clouds whatsoever. Just got a little bit of breeze. Can't really feel it down on the field, but it should be advantageous for both teams and going to be a great game.
Absolutely. While we've got a minute, I want to congratulate Coach Kerry Woodard with the middle school program. They played yesterday evening in their what they call the playoff game. They'll move into the championship game now next Thursday to face Long Cane. And Coach Woodard and them and his staff yesterday, they beat the Valley Rams over at the middle school. And I was there, I watched it. Those kids are doing really good things. Also, very physical, tough kids. Just like what they want to kind of have a process there where they come up over here to the high school and do the same thing.
Absolutely, Coach Woodard's doing a great job, and it's just that element of depth that we have at Callaway with those middle schoolers coming up. They see the records that these guys are setting at the high school level, and they step into some big shoes. When you got seniors that they don't even know that well and won't be on the field playing with them, like Michael Freeman and Dylan Johnson and Dominique Copeland and Jabril Jackson, Kobe is a junior, but still definitely a playmaker, Braylon Sanders. You got some key guys, and you must have that depth at the middle school level for a good continued program. And that's what Coach Wiggins and the entire coaching staff has been working toward for years and years, and we're seeing it come to fruition in a great, mighty way.
Absolutely. All right, well, looks like we've got about 24 minutes before we kick off. So we'll take a full break. We'll come back. We'll talk some more Callaway Cavalier football. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
When a football team ends up with 12 men on the field, it means somebody forgot to double check. And when you end up paying more for your car insurance than you need, it could also mean somebody forgot to double check. That's why State Farm will do a free discount double check by going through your policies to make sure you're getting all the discounts you deserve. Because those discounts mean big league savings. It pays to double check. Call your State Farm agent, Matt Orr, on the square in downtown LaGrange. There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football.
All right, back here live in Temple, Georgia. Callaway Cavaliers getting ready to take on the Temple Tigers tonight. As I mentioned earlier, Callaway comes in sporting a 7-0 record, and the Temple Tigers come in 5-2. And kind of an awkward thing. Their only two losses are both in region play. Of course, they lost to Spencer last week, 32-0. And then 2 weeks ago, they lost to Heard County, 41-0.
Well, in all fairness, those are two really good clubs doing some amazing things. Spencer has really stepped up in the last few weeks, and just very shortly we're going to meet Spencer. So, really got to give the Temple Tigers credit. They played two really tough teams, well-coached teams, and unfortunately for them, they're going to play a well-coached good group of athletes tonight in the Callaway Cavaliers.
Right, and I noticed one of their wins this year for Temple, they actually went on the road, went down to Alabama and played Lochapoka. And, Lochapoka's had really good football teams in the past, and, I'm sure that was a big win for Temple. And, like you mentioned, with the two losses coming out of our region to Temple, that speaks volumes about the competition inside of our region. This is a very strong region.
Right, absolutely. And moving down as Callaway did this year to AA, it's really kind of broadened their horizons, if you will. We've played some really big schools like Harris County, perfect example, and did well. Harris County has a tendency of pulling games out, especially down in Hamilton, but we hung with them and played an entire football game and looked really, really good. So, as we go into tonight's game, as coaches, as any Callaway fan would tell you, we take nothing for granted. We leave it all on the field and give everything we've got. And I believe that's what the Callaway Cavaliers have come north to do, is just, again, to continue to make that statement as we hopefully go 8-0 tonight.
I agree. You've got some tidbits on the Temple Tigers. You want to talk about what head coach Scotty Ward has going on here with Temple?
Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is the place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange or in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results, because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Hi friends, Jess Lichter here with Key of LaGrange. We're going pink this month for breast cancer awareness, and we'll be donating a portion of our sales to the Breast Friends for Life Hope for a Day campaign. So stop by and check out our selection of Kias and help support a great cause. It's fall savings times, which means the 16s, they gotta go to make room for the 17s. You can own a 16 Kia Cadenza for as little as $23,500. And with prices like these are not gonna last long, come see us today or online at keyoflagrange.com to help support your local economy.
Price plus tax tag and title. Stock number 19215.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Shane, as we look to the keys to the game tonight for Callaway, we just did a little research on the Tigers and just kind of feeling them out, see who they are, see who some of their key players are. They have got a stud of a quarterback. Kid's 6'3", 215 pounds. Malik Armstrong, number 13, wearing number 13 tonight. He is a man. and he can get some things done given the opportunity. It's going to be key for our Callaway defense to put pressure on this guy. Definitely not let him get outside the pocket. He's got good legs, good feet. He's just a strong kid, and he's confident. As I watched a number of highlight reels and video of this kid, he's comfortable in the pocket. He's got great vision. He doesn't panic. It reminds me a lot of Dylan Johnson because Dylan just has such composure in the pocket. But this young man for the Tigers tonight, he's going to be a handful, and I believe if we can contain him, we're going to have a really good shot at taking this thing. But some key guys that are around him, number 2, Andrew Hamby is a wide receiver. He's not that great of a wide receiver like most people think in the sense of his great hands or his height. He's a good kid, no doubt about it, but he's only 5'8", 140 pounds. But what he does for this Tiger offense is he is a phenomenal blocker. So on those outside plays, those sweeps to the outside, those options, he is a great asset for the Tigers as he just does a great job blocking for those running on the outside. Young man, he'll be wearing number 4 tonight. He's a running back. They call him Flea Winters, 5'4", 131 pounds, but he is a lightning bolt. I mean, he's got great legs and can get into the open field very quickly. So as we continue on tonight, we're about to go into the Pledge of Allegiance, posting of the colors. And while that's being done, we're just going to cover these last couple of guys for the Tigers. But just some really, really good athletes. Treon Wright going to be wearing number 8. He's a running back. He's 6 foot, 183 pounds. He's a stud. He can definitely get in the open field, but he's a great blocker as well. He'll be playing some defense. He'll be playing both sides of the ball tonight. He's a phenomenal tackler. So our running backs, we definitely got to key in on him as he's from the defensive back position. Going to have to key in on him, get him blocked to get our guys running the ball, or whether it's Dylan on the quarterback keeper, into some open field and give him an opportunity to make some plays. So those are just a couple of key guys that we've got tonight, and looking forward to a great contest because there's really going to be some phenomenal athletes on the field.
All right, let's take a quick break while we do the national anthem. We'll come back and we'll let you finish up on the Temple Tigers. This is Callaway Cavalier Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
In the game of football, it takes the skill and effort of a team to reach the goal line. At Commercial Bank and Trust, we know it takes the same kind of teamwork to help you reach the goal of financial security. That's why we offer a team of professionals who are dedicated to providing effective game-winning financial solutions. You'll get the expertise you need from people you know and trust. Commercial Bank and Trust, a division of the Synovus Bank, member FDIC. When my car has problems, I need to have it fixed quickly, correctly, and cost-effectively. I don't have time, money, or patience to take it to a shop more than once, so I count on Stanford Automotive. They take care of me. They get my car back on the road, and they're located at 66 Youngs Mill Road in LaGrange. And they know the preventative maintenance, too. Stanford Automotive. Call 882-0186. They're located on Youngs Mill Road in LaGrange, and it's the only name you need to remember for car care. Stanford Automotive.
Introducing the most valuable provider, your nationally ranked WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Ranked a top 100 large community hospital by Truven Health Analytics. Named a top 100 great community hospital by Becker's Hospital Review. Rated top 100 in medical excellence and patient safety by CareChecks. WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Award-winning healthcare right here in LaGrange. To learn more, visit wellstar.org/WGMC. We believe in life well lived.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
All right, welcome back live here in Temple, Georgia. getting set. We've got about 12 and a half minutes to go before kickoff. Callaway Cavaliers against the Temple Tigers tonight. Brandon, a couple of things that you mentioned. You mentioned the quarterback, Malik Armstrong, big senior, real smart player, don't make a lot of mistakes. And he's thrown 99 passes this year, and he's around 850 yards. He's got 8 touchdowns. But I think, most importantly, he's only thrown 1 interception. And he's thrown 100 passes, so that tells you a lot about the decision-making process for him. And the other guy, Treon Wright, the senior running back, he's toted the ball 103 times this year for 727 yards. He's also got 9 touchdowns, and he has fumbled the football 1 time this year with 103 carries. And, that speaks a lot about the discipline of this program.
Sure.
Also, we mentioned, this is something that Callaway is known for, and Coach Wiggins is known for, paying so close attention to details and doing the little things right. And, so that should help this to be a really good football game tonight.
Absolutely. Those fundamentals are key when you've got high school kids on Friday night underneath the lights
There's a secret
and all the
to
people.
beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football.
As we talk about those fundamentals and all that goes on a Friday night underneath the lights and all of the people watching and family and all of that stuff, all of these kids want to do great things. But there's something to be said about a guy who is a senior quarterback, and then you've got a running back who has only fumbled 1 time. That is a true asset as far as the Temple Tigers are concerned, and any football team for that matter. But as we look at the offense, and we've looked at a couple of guys on the offense, I want to kind of turn the tide just a little bit and look at the defense, because many of these kids, even though they're going to dress out, even though Temple dresses out like 80-plus kids, a lot of these kids are going to be playing both sides of the ball. And what the coaching staff for Temple, it's apparent that they like the wisdom of the older kids being on the field all the time. So as we look at this defense, there are a couple of key players, and there are actually several, but a couple that really got my attention. In 52, wearing number 52 and going to be wearing number 54. 52 is Trent Dove. He's a junior, 6'1", 230 pounds. Offensive tackle. Again, he's going to play both sides of the ball, but this young man is just a blocking machine. He opens up holes. He takes people. Oftentimes he's double covered. It doesn't matter. This guy has definitely got skills, and he can open up a hole for the running backs for Temple very easily. So it's going to be very important to key in on this young man, and he's definitely got talent. But I would dare say that some of our guys on defense are going to have to step it up. Another one who has just been phenomenal this year is wearing number 54 for the Tigers, Bailey Moats. Again, he's going to play both sides of the ball, but he's a defensive lineman and leads the team in tackles, 5'9", 220-pound senior. He's a beast, and as far as open field tackles, he's going to get the job done. So they've got some key guys that can make some things happen. But to me, the real question is, once you get past halftime, how much energy, how are the legs going to be for these young men as they're playing both sides of the ball? I don't care who you are. If you're giving 110%, come halftime, you're ready to take a break, and it takes it out of you. I don't care how much conditioning you do. So that's a couple of keys to the game tonight, and I know that Coach Wiggins and his entire staff have prepared, but our young men are going to have it cut out for them. I'm really looking for Braylon to do some pretty incredible things tonight. I'm looking for our offense and defensive lines to really make a statement, to shut down some of these key players that have been doing a lot of great things for the Tigers this year. Even though they're 0-2 in the region, this is still a very good football team, and they're going to win some games. There's no doubt about it. But we come in tonight, we're prepared, we've been working all week, and hopefully we'll come out on the winning side when it's all said and done here in about an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yes, sir. I hope so. And you mentioned the two defensive players that make a lot of tackles for them. They base their defense. They run a base formation, a 4-4-3. So, obviously, they rely heavily on those front four. And like you mentioned, those guys, they're beasts. You know,
absolutely.
And they play really good football, disciplined football. And then also on the other side of that, they're going to play on into the third and the fourth quarter. And like you said, they're going to get tired. And I think that's something that Callaway will have an advantage of because Coach Wiggins and his staff, they've obviously created a lot of depth as far as getting your number twos and number threes to play at the level as your number ones.
Absolutely. Coach Dusty Hubbard, defensive coordinator, he is going to be changing in guys continually, trying to keep those legs fresh because he realizes the importance of second half play, always has, continues to do that, and I'm a firm believer if it's working, don't change it. And Dusty Hubbard's been very successful in his many years at Callaway as the defensive coordinator, and we look forward to see what those fresh legs result in by way of points and or just making key plays. And looking forward to see what's going to happen tonight. It's going to be a very interesting game. In my opinion, tonight's game is really going to be a chess match. A lot of talented kids on the field, but it's going to be won through coaching. And we'll just see how that turns out here in just a little while.
All right, looks like we've got the captains heading out on the field. Looks like it's going to be Michael Freeman, Dylan Johnson, Braylon Sanders, and Keegan Woods for the Cavaliers tonight. We've got about 6 minutes till we kick off, so let's take a full break, and we'll come back and we'll continue to get closer to kickoff. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Tara, are you okay?
Yes, I can't believe you found me. I have car trouble, and there you are.
Yeah, that's State Farm's 24/7 access.
It's like we have this mental telepathy, you know?
Well, you did start filing your claim with your mobile device. You can access State Farm on your phone, online, even in person at one of the 18,000 neighborhood
State Farm offices. See? Mental telepathy.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Get to a better state. State Farm.
Connect telepathically with Agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Hey, man, my car just broke down. I need to call a towing company.
Well, then you should probably call a towing company.
I know. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I need to call a towing company.
Right, a towing company. You should call a towing company.
Ah, man, come on. I'm trying to tell you, which company should I call?
Oh, call a towing company.
Oh, call a towing company.
A towing company. 706-882-8399.
A towing company. 706-882-8399. 8399. You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football.
All right, back here live in Temple, Georgia. I'm Shane Andrews, joined here with Brandon Brooks, and we're getting set to bring you guys the Callaway Cavaliers and the Temple Tigers tonight. Callaway comes in 7-0. Temple Tigers 5-2. And Brandon, the game last week against Heard County, I thought that the offensive line for the Cavaliers really played a phenomenal game last week. As we mentioned, we always try to get in there and control the line of scrimmage, and I thought they did a very good job of that last week.
Oh, absolutely. We played a phenomenal football team in Heard County, and they continually, Coach Barron, up in Heard County just year after year after year. Always blessed with talent, of course, but Coach Barron is just not only a great coach, but he's just a great guy. And he always brings an A game and an A team on Friday nights, and that was a phenomenal game. Probably, in my opinion, one of the best all-around games I've seen Callaway play. That Harris County game was very good. Look, somewhat sloppy in the second half, but against Heard County definitely showed all of our strengths and power players, and it was just a great game. But tonight it's going to be the same deal. Even though we beat Heard County and it was probably our number one opponent in the region, again, we've got some serious region play going on in the next couple of weeks, and we take every week brand new, straight out of the gate, prepare and do what Coach Wiggins and his entire staff always does, and all you can do is just do all you can do. And when Friday night comes, you just let the kids do what they do best, and really looking forward to an exciting game.
All right, looks like we've got about 2.5 minutes. Captain's right on the field now doing the coin toss, and there's two of the key players you mentioned right there, 54 and 50. Well, that's 4 of them, Brandon. 8 and 13 out there also. Obviously, leaders of this team, and the numbers that they've put up this year speak for it, and that's probably one of the reasons why they're out there as captains right now.
Absolutely. As the Callaway captains have come out, and, of course, we're always going to lean toward that wisdom and senior Dylan Johnson. He has just always led the team in a phenomenal way. And when you've got support staff and guys like Michael Freeman and Dominique Copeland, Keegan Woods, these guys are just first class. And that's the kind of guys you want as your captains before any game, because not only are they great football players, but just great kids on and off the field.
All right. Looks like the officials tossing the coin now. Looks like he's asking Temple what they want to do. Maybe they won the toss. They're going to turn them to the side here. Looks like Temple is going to defer to the second half, so we'll see the Callaway Cavalier offense on the field first, Brandon, and I can't say that's a bad thing.
No, absolutely not, especially on the road. Somebody else's home field advantage, and you want to get the ball, you want to strike fast, you want to score first, and that's always the goal when you go to somebody else's home turf. So it's going to be a great game as the Temple Tigers, they're going to defend the northern end zone, and hopefully throughout the night that our Callaway Cavaliers will be in that end zone on a number of occasions.
All right, well, the Cavaliers are gathering behind their banner, getting ready to come out. Looks like Dylan and Braylon are going to peel that thing open, and here comes your Callaway Cavaliers out onto the field, dressed in white tonight with the silver numbers, Brandon, with obviously the black helmets with the C on the side. Kids look good, man. They look excited. Like we mentioned earlier, this weather, man, it makes it really feel like Friday night football finally.
Absolutely. It is a perfect night for high school football, and the Temple Tigers, they're going to come out. Of course, they're wearing their home jerseys, white pants, the gold jerseys, white numbers, white helmets with a big T on the side, so it will be easy to tell them apart. And as we continue on through the night, looking forward to really a phenomenal chess match between two really good coaches and friends as we look to Coach Pete Wiggins and his staff and Scotty Ward with the Temple Tigers.
All right, Callaway onto the field now, their kickoff return team. Looks like we've got DJ back deep, Braylon back deep, and Dominique Copeland back deep. So there's 3 speedy guys right there we'd love to see get the football to start this game.
Well, I would imagine the Temple Tigers are going to probably try some trickery tonight. They know they're playing a really good Callaway Cavalier team, so I imagine they're going to pull out all the stops. And looks like on our front 5 there on the line, almost looks like a hands team, but nonetheless, we're going to be ready for anything they throw at us.
Yeah, you never can tell. Just like last week, Hurd County came out with that onside kick, and that was certainly a shock there to us. All right, so they've got a little huddle package here before they kick, and then all right, they fake that, and then now they're going to spread out into the normal kickoff formation. And like we mentioned, Braylon, DJ, and Dominique back deep. Let's see if they're going to try to keep it away from them or try to kick it to them. Looks like they're going to kick it deep. It's like Dominique's going to take it at about the 1. It's going to carry him into the end zone for a touchback. So to start the game off, Cavaliers will come out to the 20-yard line.
Start fresh, looking good. Our team is excited, fired up, and it seemed like it's been a little bit since we played for some reason. I don't know, but the guys, I went back in the locker room before the game, and, boy, they were super fired up, ready to get this thing rolling. So it'd be exciting to see as those seniors, they just have a great ability to get excited, but they also bring the confidence.
Absolutely. All right, Cavaliers come to the line. Dylan under center takes a snap, and he hands it to DJ off the left side, and he gets forward for about 3 yards right there, Brandon.
DJ will take it all night long, and that's the strength of this young man. He's going to pick up 3, 4, 5 yards every time he touches the football. Really no telling. They're just going to establish a running game. Just play some smash mouth football up front, get those hits, get everybody going, get them ready, and hopefully we can open up that passing game here shortly.
All right, Dylan looks over to the sideline, gets his play call from Coach Napier. Now he goes back under center. Jabril at the fullback, DJ at the tailback. There's a snap. There's a give again off left side, and there's nothing there as big number 72 for Temple comes in and makes a tackle there.
Yeah, got some serious penetration, and that kid is a man, number 72 for the Temple Tigers. If I'm not mistaken, he is not a senior. Yes, he is, 6'5", 367 pounds. So when we say a man got in on the line of scrimmage, we are not kidding whatsoever when you got a young man that size as a senior in high school.
All right, probably lost about a yard right there. Looks like a 3rd and 10, maybe 3rd and 11 right here. Callaway going to spread it out, twins to the right. There's a shotgun snap, Dylan. He's going to roll to his right and now throw back across the field. And it looks like he was looking for Michael Freeman, the tight end, on a drag right there, and he just kind of threw it a little bit high right there.
Yeah, a little high. Michael just went right through his hands, but nobody hurt. Just airing out the ball a little bit, and we'll just try it again on the next go-round. Another one of our weapons is Dylan Johnson as he punts the football away, and he's been doing a great job all year long.
All right, 10:36 to go here. Callaway going to punt here on 4th down and 10. Snap, there's a kick. And it's a line drive kick taken at the 50. And he gets maybe 1 yard before a host of Cavaliers just swarm in. Look like led by number 27 right there, Quan Todd. And he's been doing that all year on the special team.
Yes, he has, Shane. That was number 2, Andrew Hamby, one of the key guys. He's a senior, 5'8", 140 pounds, but he's definitely got some wheels on him, and he'll be kick and punt returner tonight for the Temple Tigers. Fielded the ball right at the 50-yard line, picked up about a yard. So they will begin their series on offense in Callaway territory right at the Callaway 49-yard line.
All right, here comes Temple out on the field now, like you mentioned, at the 49-yard line of Callaway. Looks like Malik Armstrong out of the shotgun here. They run a lot of shotgun stuff, but they're heavy run team. There's a shotgun snap, and he was looking for his tight end right there, and he threw it a little high also. In on the coverage right there was Michael Freeman.
Yeah, again, their quarterback, he's a baller. He's definitely an athlete, a big kid, confident kid, and he's tall, which enables him to see over the offense and defensive lines. So we'll see exactly what a little pressure will do to him tonight.
All right, here's 2nd down and 10. The shotgun snap, and he hands it to his big tailback off of the right side. And looks like he got about 3, maybe 4 yards before he was shoved out, Brandon.
Yeah, quick slant on the right side, quick give. And once he gets that corner, always want to close in that corner. Never want to give up a corner with young men that are running the football like the Tigers. So they're going to spot it right at the 45-yard line, bring up 3rd down for the Tigers.
All right, 3rd down and about 6 here. Again, Armstrong out of the quarterback, brings his man. There's that little jet right there. A lot of eye candy, as we call it, right there early for the Temple Tigers.
Absolutely, and that jet sweep, that's one of the key elements for this Tiger team. They do that a lot, and Trey Johnson, number 5 for the Tigers, is going to be the man, the go-to man. So I imagine as the game progresses, our defensive backs, safeties, corners, that they'll key in on what number 5, Trey Johnson, is doing throughout the night.
All right, big play early on right here, 4th down and about 3. Looks like Temple's going to go right here out of the shotgun. There's a snap. They hand it to the tailback off the left side, and he gets around left side, and he's got the 1st down, and he's shoved out around the 28-yard line.
That's DeMarcus Hagan, the senior, 5'11", 205 pounds, gets on that left side and picks up enough for the Tigers' 1st down. Looked like our corner was blocked pretty well on this side as they were running here to our near side, and gave them a Tigers' 1st down.
All right, Temple to the line now. Again, Armstrong out of the shotgun. There's a snap. He fakes a give. He's looking to throw that fade. He's got a man down there. But it looks like it's intercepted over there by Dominique Copeland. And he advances it up to about the 9 or about the 19-yard line. So a huge play right there by Dominique Copeland.
Yeah, big interception. Malik just waited too long to throw that football, and Dominique Copeland got his body turned around. He was all over it with the interception. So our Cavaliers will start fresh and anew right at their own 19-yard line, first down Cavs.
Man, I love it. Dominique gets a huge interception right there, and Coach Hubbard runs down there to him and gets on to him for not high pointing that football. He just kind of caught it down in his belly. And,
that's right.
Man, these guys, they do a phenomenal job, man. They never quit coaching. All right, there's a snap to Dillon. He's going to fake, drop straight back. Looking, now he's going to tug it. Oh, now he's going to throw it again. He's got Braylon down there. Can Braylon get up and catch it?
Oh, my goodness.
Two defenders right there on Braylon, and he still almost gets that football.
Our number 12, Braylon Sanders. Kid is just so talented. They had him double-teamed deep, and Dillon just saw it at the last moment, threw it up there, and Dillon still almost comes up with a catch, but pass goes incomplete. Bring up second for the Cavaliers.
All right, second down and 10. Ball spotted at about the 19-yard line. Callaway breaks the huddle. Looks like they're going to go twins right here. Again, out of that I formation with Jabril at the fullback and DJ at tailback. There's the snap. He's going to fake the give again, looking to throw. Now he's going to tuck it and run. Looks like he got maybe 2 yards right there on the play. Looked like number 72 right there again made the play for Temple.
Yeah, great job by Dylan Johnson, just tucking and going. Nothing available downfield. And big number 72 steps up and makes the play for Temple. Number 72, Jalen Allen. He's a senior, 6'5", 367 pounds. What a man.
That is. And it looks like he's a little shook up on the play, so we'll take a break while they tend to Jalen. And this is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
All right, back here live in Temple, Georgia. Scoreless right now, Brandon. About 8:50 to go here in the first quarter. Callaway with a third down and about 6 or 7 right here. There's a snap to Dillon. He's going to give it to DJ. DJ looking for something up the middle, and there's just nothing there.
Nothing doing. Got some great penetration there from the Temple Tigers. Just great penetration on our offensive line. And that's going to be a contest all night long right there, right up the gut. Our offensive linemen, Thomas Hodge, Keandre Jones, LT, Lawrence Thompson, John Curtis, Dominique Carter. These guys are going to have their work cut out for them tonight because they're going up against some really good football players.
All right, Andrew Hamby drops back for Temple. Dillon to punt. There's a snap. There's a kick. Nice high punt taken about at the 48-yard line of Callaway or of Temple, and that's where he's taken down right there. Look like number 54 right there, Jamie Sellers on the play.
Yeah, number 22 for the Cavaliers on the coverage team.
And
definitely stepped up.
Here in LaGrange, Georgia, here is where the food tastes better and the air breathes like home. Here is the place that gets better because every generation leaves it better than they found it. Here is where Synovus helps people turn their ideas into business realities because the bankers at Synovus understands what it means to be from here. Synovus, the bank of here, serving you locally as Commercial Bank and Trust. Banking products provided by division of Synovus Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football.
All right, on first and 10 right there, handoff to the big tailback number 8 right there, DeMarcus Aiken. Good for about 5 yards, Brandon. So another good play on first down for Temple.
Yeah, they look pretty strong on that play on the quick side going out on the left. bring up second down right here.
There's the shotgun snap. He rolls to his right, hits a man out at about the 41-yard line, going to be about a half a yard short of the first down. Bring up third down and about 1 right here, Brandon.
Yeah, threw it out to that wide out Trey Johnson, who's playing both sides of the ball tonight, and he's going to be that go-to man, confident. Malik just threw it in a place where only he could catch it, and it equates to about 9 yards.
All right, third down and 1 again out of the shotgun. They're going to hand it off to the jet guy, number 5. He comes around the left side. He's got a big hole. Man, he gets in the open field and gets down to about the 26-yard line, and that was number 5, Trey Johnson, Brandon.
Yeah, absolutely. Tigers pick up the first down, but just shout out to Jonathan Leonard, number 21, coming all the way across the field, getting the first hit on him and slowing him down because he is going to be that jet sweep guy, number 5, Trey Johnson, for the Tigers tonight.
All right, first down and 10 now. Ball on about the 28-yard line. Armstrong out of the shotgun. He's going to hand it to his tailback right up the middle. And, again, 3 or 4 yards right there, Brandon.
Yeah, Treyon Wright. He's 6 foot, 183 pounds, and mass moves mass. When this young man gets the ball, I mean, when he falls forward, he's going to pick up, 2, 3 yards. So just a really big second down for us here. Almost inside the red zone there for the Tigers. So Callaway defense going to have to step it up and shut this thing down.
All right, 0-0 your score, 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Armstrong out of the shotgun, sends Johnson in the jet, and then he's just going to hand it to his tailback off the left side. And he gets about 3, maybe 4 yards. Going to bring up a third down and about 4 right here, Brandon.
Yeah, quick give to Treyon Wright. A host of Cavalier defenders there really know where to go and forces him out of bounds. But a big third down here for the Tigers, but more importantly for the Cavalier defense.
All right, 5:50 to go now. As you see, all the Temple players looking over to the sideline, getting their play. Now they get on the line. Armstrong out of the shotgun. There's the snap. He's going to give it on the counter, and he loses the football because of a huge hit right there. I didn't get the number. Was that Sellers, number 54?
No, that was number 54 for us. That was Jamie Sellers that went in and just busted that play up. Great job just staying where he needed to be, covering his slot, doing what he does best. He's been doing it especially for the last few weeks, and just really making the tackle when nobody else was around.
All right, so another big fourth down early on in this game right here. Fourth down and about 6 now for Temple. And they're going to empty the backfield. There's a shotgun snap. He's looking to throw, and he is hammered again by Sellers. And it looks like LaShawn Terrell picked that ball up, and he's got a chance to go. Looks like he's brought down at about the 26-yard line.
Great job. LaShawn Terrell just goes cross midfield all the way back, moving the ball downfield. They're going to spot it about the 27-yard line. It's going to be a big first down for the Cavaliers as the offensive team comes onto the field. And, boy, what a great change of possession here. Big stop by the Cavalier defense.
Yeah, it looked like Sellers and Freeman both came on a stunt, and they came through the same gap. And, obviously one man can't block 2 people.
That's right.
It freed Sellers up, and he made a huge hit on Armstrong.
Yeah, he did. Big-time hit. That'll definitely make the highlight reel. Armstrong coughs it up. And the Cavaliers doing exactly what they need to do on defense. Now, it looks like we got a late flag here for some reason.
Yeah, I didn't see a flag on this. It looks like they got Callaway for illegal participation. I'm not sure what happened right there. But, anyway, they're going to back them up. And it looks like it'll be Callaway's ball, 1st and 10, at about the 42-yard line now.
Just going to start fresh, be first down for the Cavalier offense. Just got a little further to go, but still in trouble territory for the Tigers as the Cavaliers come to the line of scrimmage, starting fresh on offense.
All right, Braylon and DQ split to the right. Dillon under shotgun. There's a snap. He's going to hand it to DJ off the left side. And somebody made a shoestring tackle there because DJ had some open field.
Yeah, he did. He had some green grass in front of him. Looks like he tripped up, just I mean, just something simple. Gets down to the 40-yard line. Give him about a 3-yard gain on the run, but definitely could have been a whole lot more if he would have kept his footing. But nonetheless, we'll take it. Second down for the Cavaliers.
All right, 4:39 to go here in the first quarter. 0-0 your score. Looks like DQ split out to the right. There's a snap. There's a give to the big fullback right there, Jabril Jackson, right up the middle. And he gets about 2, maybe 3 yards.
There's something about Jabril. When he gets that football, he's going to get 2. He's going to get 3, and oftentimes he gets more. But it is hard to stop that young man. He has come so far if you watched him through the years, and his strength, his agility, he's definitely a man among boys on the field.
All right, third down. Looks like about a long 5 right here. Dillon under center, takes a snap, fakes a give. There's a quick screen right there. Again, he shoots it over the head of Braylon right there.
Yeah, ball just floated on him a little bit. Quick pass on the right side, attempted to go to Braylon Sanders, number 12, and it's going to bring up fourth down. Not really sure. Maybe 4-down territory for us here. Not really sure what Coach Pete Wiggins is going to dial up.
Looks like fourth and about 5 right here. 3:50 to go here in the first quarter. And we've seen Dillon quick kick out of this a couple of times this year. Normally right before the snap, he'll take a step or 2 back. All right, you got twins right. There's a snap. Dillon drops straight back, and he's going to throw. Oh, man, he threw it high again over there looking for DJ in the flats.
Yeah, that corner for the Tigers, he had it read from the very get-go. It's kind of hard to see their numbers, but nonetheless, it was number 23 that scoped that out quick. DeMar Ivey, sophomore, 5'11", 175-pound linebacker for the Tigers, and they snuff out that fourth down attempt. But they bring out their offensive team's ball spotted at their own 38-yard line where they'll have a fresh set of downs ready to go.
Boy, Armstrong, he is a big, tall kid.
He is a monster. And the great
no
thing
problem
is
looking over that line.
Yeah,
There's a snap.
He can see it all.
And they hand that jet off again, and this time the Cavaliers get him after. He got about 1 on the play, and that was number 4 right there.
It's DJ Winters. They call him Flea, and he's got a lot of highlight reels on the internet, but very talented kid, got some super, super quick feet, and they'll go to him a lot on that option run.
All right, second down and about 8 right here. Again, Temple out of the shotgun. They're going to give the ball to the tailback right there, and he just comes to the left side looking for a hole, but nothing's there.
Yeah, nothing doing. Michael Freeman just scoped that out from the very beginning, was in the backfield just putting pressure, and Michael Freeman doing what Michael Freeman does best. He is really a joy to watch on both sides of the football, but he is really talented on seeing offensive plays as they are progressing. He really finds that man and makes that open field tackle.
All right, third down and about 7 now. Looks like we jumped right there.
Yeah, that's the senior quarterback for you. He's just given that hard count, Malik Armstrong. We'll probably mention his name a number of times. He's wearing number 13 tonight, but just a senior quarterback and just got a lot of wisdom, knows how to change up. He'll do an audible every now and then. Coaches have enough confidence in him to do that, even at the high school level.
All right, third down and 1 now after the false start by the Cavaliers. There's a shotgun snap. Again, they hand it to the tailback right up the middle, and he falls forward for the first down right there, Brandon.
He just powers his way to midfield. Going to spot it right shy of the 50-yard line. Be a first down for the Tigers.
All right, 2:23 to go now. Ball just shy of midfield in Temple territory. As you can see, Temple, their first 11 that they've got out there, really, really good football players and doing a really good job. Again, there's that shotgun snap, and there's that underneath handoff right there. This time to number 23, but nothing there.
Yeah, Mike Freeman just steps up, just hard hitting, wraps up. He's going to lose several. Looks like going to lose about 4, depending on where the spot. That may give him some forward progress. Yeah. They're going to take it back to the line of scrimmage, bring up 2nd and 10 for the Tigers.
I'll tell you what, I've certainly enjoyed watching Michael this year, and he is worth the price of admission. If if you know a lot about football and you come watch Michael and watch how he lines his guys up on defense and commands that defense, he's quite a football player.
Absolutely. Got a lot of confidence, and you can't coach that. But he has come a long, long way.
All right, there's that counter again, and this time LaShawn Terrell makes a great play underneath.
Looks like he may get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe give him a half a yard. But big third down right here for the Cavalier defense.
Looks like Temple's got a player down right here. So we'll take a break with them. 0-0 your score, a minute 13 to go here in the first quarter. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hi friends, Jess Lichter here with Key of LaGrange. We're going pink this month for breast cancer awareness, and we'll be donating a portion of our sales to the Breast Friends for Life Hope for a Day campaign. So stop by and check out our selection of Kias and help support a great cause. It's fall savings times, which means the 16s, they gotta go to make room for the 17s. You can own a 16 Kia Cadenza for as little as $23,500. And you know with prices like these are not gonna last long, come see us today or online at keyoflagrange.com and help support your local economy.
Price plus tax tag and title. Stock number 19215.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
All right, looks like number 51 for Temple is okay as he heads off to the sideline under his own power.
It looks like he got shaken up a little bit. We'll probably see him back here in just a few minutes once he stopped looking at those little birdies flying everywhere. But big third down here for the Cavalier defense.
All right, there's a shotgun snap. He drops back to throw. We get pressure on him. Now he's going to tuck and run back across the middle of the field, and he lowers his shoulder. And I think he's going to be about a yard shy of the first down. Well, that's a very good spot right there.
Yeah, it really is. But Armstrong, the quarterback, he's just going to tuck and go. Kedrick Ramsey, number 16. He just lowers his head and hopes for the best. I mean, you can imagine going head up with that big senior quarterback, and he does what he needs to do, but still right at the first down marker. Looks like it's going to be, I don't know if they're going to call for the chains. Yeah, probably so, because it's going to be really, really close. It looks like he may be just short of the first down.
Yeah, here comes the chains now. And a lot of times that yardage marker or that down marker is not exactly accurate. About 6 inches shy there. So I'm sure Temple's going to come out here and go for this. So a big chance right here for Callaway defense to step up. Try to get a negative play right here with 36 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
It's going to be a definitely fight at the line of scrimmage. You know, you got a senior quarterback for the Tigers. Probably just the safest bet on the field at this juncture with 4th and inches literally is just give it to your senior quarterback. He's big, he's strong, and it's evident he can tote the football.
One advantage Callaway's got right here is they run most of their plays out of shotgun, and as I say that, they go under center, and the quarterback is going to keep it. And it was second and third effort that got him that because the initial hit, he was stopped in his tracks.
Yeah, he was clearly stopped in his tracks. Maybe a second effort, and, of course, they're going to give him that first down. But he didn't get it by much, I promise you. Great stand there by the Cavalier defense, and just came up a little short. But, again, that's a senior quarterback. Not a whole lot you can do, but nonetheless, the Tigers pick up the first down, give them a fresh set of downs.
All right, that's going to end the first quarter with 0-0 your score. And pretty much what we thought, Brandon, that, you know, this Temple team was going to come out 5-2 this year. And, you know, they were going to play hard-nosed football, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Absolutely, and that's what they're going to continue to do. And just watching film and footage of these of the Temple Tigers, in my opinion, it's going to come down. And, you know, my opinion in a quarter won't even buy you a cup of coffee. But nonetheless, it's going to come down to a chess match of coaching because both of these teams are very well coached. And really what's going to turn it up for us is second half, fresh legs, doing what Coach Dusty Hubbard does and continually changing out guys and keeping our guys fresh. Because on defense, we are really, really deep. We have done away, even though we've got a lot of young kids, we're really strong on defense. So they're going to swap sides, change of the quarter, and spotted right here inside the Callaway 41-yard line. Fresh set of downs for the Tigers, so here we go.
All right, 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Inside Callaway territory. Again, Armstrong out of the shotgun. There's a snap. He gives it to his tailback. He's looking for a hole. Gets back to the line of scrimmage and then dives forward for about 2 more. Great second effort right there, Brian.
Absolutely. Trayon Wright wearing number 8 tonight for the Tigers. Senior, 6 foot, 183 pounds, and he's been doing it all season. He'll continue to do it because that's what they got him for. He's just a really strong kid, and he's going to pick up 2 or 3 yards no matter what.
All right, 2nd down and about 5 right here. Again, out of the shotgun. Looks like we got a timeout, Temple right here. All right, we'll take a timeout with them, Brandon. 0-0 your score. Just started the 2nd quarter. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is the place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange or in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
All right, Brandon, back here live in Temple, Georgia, 0-0 your score. Temple driving here to start the 2nd quarter. 2nd down and 5. There's a shotgun snap. Again, they hand it. It's kind of a counter play. They hand off underneath to the tailback. And he gets about 2, maybe 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, Malik Armstrong, their senior quarterback, they give him a lot of autonomy in that pocket. He can hand it off to a number of guys. And, again, they give him the autonomy to do that. He can tuck it and go or give it quick, and that's exactly what he's doing.
All right, here's a 3rd and 3, and there's that jet again. Looks like that's enough for the 1st down, and that was a different player. That was number 23 there for Temple.
Yeah. Damar Ivy is a sophomore, 5'11", 175 pounds, and just a quick give to him as he comes from the wide side of the field and picks up enough for the 1st down. Fresh set of downs for the Tigers.
That was Dominique, number 6, on the tackle. All right, again, it looked like a false start right there by Temple.
Yeah, nothing doing on the play. Host of Cavaliers all over it. And, just flags everywhere. I imagine they'll back them up and replay 1st down.
All right, 0-0 your score. 10:38 to go here before halftime. And that was a 1st and 10 there. And it's definitely against Temple. They're going to back them up 5 yards. Illegal shift against Temple. Okay. We'll take it. Looks like it's going to bring up about a 1st down and 15 now. All right, now we got another stoppage here.
Not sure. Looks like a clock issue, something. Temple Tigers going from our left to right, trying to head toward the northern end zone. And our Callaway Cavaliers dressed in white tonight with the black helmets, going from right to left and covering ground as best they can. 1st and 15 for the Temple Tigers.
All right, ball on the 34-yard line of Callaway. Again, Temple out of the shotgun. They have a trips left look. All right, now they bring the jet guy around and hand it off to number 4 right there. And he is stopped in the backfield, and it looked like number 28 for the Cavaliers.
That was Telly Fanning coming around on the right side from his defensive back position, really read the play all the way, and they're going to do a lot of this jet sweep. Always going to try to get out to the wide side of the field. They'll be doing that all night. They've done it all year.
All right, that's the first I've seen Telly play in that position this year on defense.
Well, he's got the speed. He's a perfect kid for it. There's no doubt about it.
All right, big loss on the play brings up 2nd down and about 16 now. Again, there's that counter play, And he's got a little room up the middle of the field. And he's still not back to the original line of scrimmage. And that was number 8, Trayon Harris again.
Yeah, quick give to their senior running back. And he's going to, as he has done all year, he's going to pick up several yards, get down to the looks like the Callaway 34. Be a big third down play here for our Cavaliers.
Third down and about 14 now. Again, Temple out of the shotgun. There's a snap, and there's just a underneath handoff to Trayon again, and he's tackled for about a 1-yard loss there by 3 or 4 different Cavaliers.
Yeah, that was number 32 for the Cavaliers on defense, Nathan Sapp. He's going to suck that thing up quick, realizing what's happening. A lot of movement in the backfield, defensive backs. I mean, their heads on a swivel tonight with the Tiger senior quarterback really having a lot of options with all of that movement and motion in the backfield. But it's going to bring up a big 4th down, and it's definitely 4th down territory for the Tigers.
Watch the football right here. 4th down and about 12 or 13 yards. All right, there's a snap. He drops straight back, looking to throw back across the field, and he's got the screen set up, coming back across the middle of the field. And we finally get him down short of the first down marker, down around the 24, where the Cavalier offense will take over.
Yeah, Quay Hines really heads up play. But again, that young man, Trayon Wright, the running back for the Tigers, again, just a super talented kid, got great feet, and he shows that there on that play. Really speedy kid, but he's a power back. He has the ability to not only catch the ball, but he's got the ability to pick up yards after the play. But our Cavalier offense on the field, Dylan Johnson, see if we can get something going here.
All right, here's Dylan under center. There's a snap. He's going to pitch it out to the right side to DJ, and DJ's looking for some room, and he finds some.
Yes, sir.
And there's a first down play for the Cavaliers as DJ reels off about 11 right there.
Great run on the right side by DJ. Tackle for the Tigers. That's Zacchaeus Sullivan. He's a junior, but really heads up play by Zacchaeus. DJ had a lot of grass out there and picks up enough for the first down.
All right, Dylan under center. There's a snap. He's going to fake the give, roll to his left, looking to throw, and he's got Braylon down there. A good job by the defensive back for Temple there to get back with Braylon.
Yeah, it really was. He got his head around at the last minute, and I thought they might throw a flag on that, but nonetheless, Cortez Eccles, the junior defensive back, gets his head around, covering Braylon Sanders. Pass goes incomplete. Bring up second down. It's spotted right at the Cavalier 36-yard line. But I like what I see. They're airing the ball out, spreading the field. That really just opens up a recipe for success in the second half.
All right, Twins to the left now. Dylan under center. There's a snap. He's going to pitch it left to DJ, and DJ's got a big hole around the left side. And he gets up close to another first down, maybe a yard short, around the 45-yard line.
Yeah, great job by DJ around the left side. Just picks it up quick and picks up plenty of yards. Bring up a third and short situation for our Cavaliers. And Dylan looking really calm in the pocket. Rolls out, nothing, not panicked, knowing exactly what's going on. And that's just what you got to love with a senior quarterback.
All right, 7:30 to go here before halftime. Dylan under center takes a snap, and there's that tailback give right there to DJ, and he's got a big hole around the right side after he cuts it back across the field, and he's knocked out of bounds inside of Temple territory around the 37, Brandon.
Great job by DJ. Man, that kid has got the quickest feet. He is just phenomenal, great vision, and he starts on the left side, on our near side, and really just works his way breaking tackles, and an arm is not going to tackle DJ. It's evident. He's shown it all year and continues to show it here tonight, and goes cross midfield, picks up first down and more, and give us a fresh set of downs down here in Tiger territory.
All right, 7:19 to go here before the half. Again, Dylan under center, single receiver left, single receiver right. And there's the snap. He's going to fake the pitch, come up, throw it to his big tight end, Michael Freeman,
Yes,
across the middle of the field, and he makes a safety miss, and there's nobody that's going to catch him.
Nobody's going to catch him.
Callaway Cavalier touchdown, Michael Freeman.
Great job, Michael Freeman, catch and run. And when he saw nothing but air and opportunity between him and the end zone, of course, he is going to get that opportunity every single time. Michael Freeman, great touchdown, catch and run, and we're up 6-0.
Man, I tell you, I've really been impressed with Dylan and his three-step game. When Dylan just has to make a quick decision to make a throw, man, he is always just right on the money.
Yes,
There's
sir.
the Noah Stevens extra point kick is up, and it's good. And 7-0, Cavs on top with 7 minutes to go, Brandon, here before halftime.
Yes, sir. Speaking of money, Noah Stevens, number 36, does what he does best. He has been such an asset to our Cavaliers this year. When we get that point after attempt, it is, you don't want to jinx it by any means, but it is a shoo-in. That kid works hard, practices hard, and especially after that 40-plus yard field goal, he's got some confidence behind him. So just looking for great things out of Noah.
And a great job there by Michael Freeman to just pick that thing out of the air with his hands. He's made some big catches for us all year, and he's not one that we throw to a lot. But when we do, or when we've done it this year, he's obviously done a great job for us.
Absolutely. Always enjoy watching these young men as they progress through the years and the many areas that they improve in, whether it's in the weight room or on the field or just learning their position. And Noah Stevens kicks it deep. Of course, it's in the end zone, doing what he does best. And Noah Stevens with a touchback. Again, just a great asset to have for our Cavalier special teams.
All right, so here comes your Cavalier defense onto the field now. Temple's going to get the ball at the 20-yard line with 7:09 to go here before halftime.
Temple knows the importance of answering. When you're playing a team like Callaway, very talented, great coaching staff, the pressure is on them now. It's definitely not on Callaway, especially going into the half. They want to try to regain that momentum because it was definitely a momentum shift with Michael Freeman's catch.
All right, there's a shotgun snap. Armstrong's just going to fake the give and try to take it up the middle, but Jabril Jackson wouldn't have any of it.
Absolutely. Jabril Jackson been just a stellar player on defense throughout the year, and he does it yet again. And what's going to happen is if we can continue this momentum, our offense and defensive line, they're going to get the security they need, the confidence they need, and hopefully we'll see a lot more of that.
All right, 6:40 to go here before halftime. Callaway on top 7-0. Temple with a 2nd down and 12 right here, again out of the shotgun. And there's a little shovel pass right there to his tailback. And he's chopped down. It looked like number 5 right there.
That's Courtney Williams.
Courtney Williams
reading it all the way. Gets around those ankles, and I don't care how good a runner you are. If somebody's got you by the ankles, you're not going anywhere. And perfect example of that right there on that play. Brings up a 3rd down, and again, the pressure is on Temple right now. Callaway's playing some good ball.
All right, 3rd down and about 9 right here. Looks like Brandon under 6 minutes to go now. Single receiver out to the left. Again, out of the shotgun. There's a snap, and there's that counter play right up the middle. Good hard run right there. That looked like number 4.
Yeah, it really was. Keegan Woods coming up, number 9, senior, one of our captains coming up, making that play, finishing it up.
Well, here's a huge play right here, Brandon. 4th down and about 2. And Temple's backed up on their own 28-yard line. So, interesting call right here.
Yeah, I think they're just going to try to get him to jump off. And that's exactly what we do.
Yep, got to be disciplined right there. Look like they're going to get us for a false start, offsides right there. So that'll be enough for a 1st down, and that's not going to make Coach Wiggins happy there.
I was just about to say Dusty Hubbard and Wiggins. I hope the camera's not on them right now, but nonetheless, the Tigers pick up the 1st down by default. We jump off sides. It was 4th and short. Give them a fresh set of downs deep in their own territory. Ball spotted at the 23-yard line. Check that, 33.
There's a shotgun snap. He's going to give it to that jet guy, and that was number 4 right there. That's DJ Winters. Looks like he got maybe one on the play before he was shoved out of bounds.
Yeah, those two key players for the Tigers, DJ Winters and Trey Johnson, they're going to be the jet guys tonight. So it's going to be vitally important for our defensive ends.
4:38 to go. There's the shotgun snap. He fumbles the football, and it looks like it's down around the 28
still loose,
or the
still
24-yard line. Let's see who got on that football.
It looked like Callaway got it.
Man, they had every chance to get on it.
Yeah.
Officials are pulling them out.
Callaway ball.
Good job right there by the Callaway defense, forcing a turnover, another turnover.
Great job by the Cavalier defense, just swarming to the football. Ball comes loose, and our offense comes out on the field deep in Temple territory. Ball spotted right at the 24-yard line of Temple. First down, Cavaliers.
All right, 4:29 to go now. Here comes the Cavalier offense. Looks like DQ is going to split out to the right. Braylon splits to the left. DJ at tailback. And there's the snap. He's going to throw the fade up for Braylon over on the left side. Incomplete. Good effort there by Braylon, but a good effort also by the Temple corner on that play.
Absolutely. Almost looked like that safety came up for a double team on Braylon, which, we've been seeing that all throughout the year. They hear Braylon Sanders and all the hype about Braylon, but really what that does, and I was talking to Coach Wiggins about this a couple of days ago, when you've got key guys like Braylon Sanders, it really opens up the field. So even though we could go to Braylon a lot more, Braylon in and of himself opens up a lot of running plays and does some things for a senior quarterback that you really want
all
to see happen.
There's a second down play. It's a pitch out to DJ. And DJ gets up to about the 21-yard line. So he gets past the original line and gets maybe 2 more. Going to bring up a third down and about 5 right here.
Great job by DJ around the right side. Just going over that tackle. Really just doing what he does best and bobbing and weaving and making people miss. Really makes up a lot of ground for Callaway with this third down.
All right, Twins left now, Dylan under center. There's a snap. He's going to give it to DJ right up the middle. He finds a hole and bounces it out to the right and then back across the field and down to about the 11.
Big first down.
It looks like that's enough for the first down.
Yes,
going to set them up first down and 10 from the 11-yard line right here.
Looked like the exact same play from the previous, and DJ again just chomping off yard after yard.
All right, again, Dylan under center, 1st and 11. 1st and 10 from the 11. Again, DJ right up the middle. This time there was nothing there. Looks like he might have lost maybe 1 yard on the play, Brandon.
Yeah, looked like one of those big defensive linemen stepped up and got a little penetration.
Man, 78 and 72. Those are.
I mean, they're men.
And 50.
Those are men, bro. I'm telling you. 78 for the Temple Tigers. Devin Andrews, he's a junior, 6'0", but he's 315 pounds.
All right, here's a snap, and there's a pitch to DJ off the left side, and he's looking for room, and he gets inside the 10-yard line down to about the 7. There is a flag on the play. 2:47 to go. Cavs on top, 7-0. DJ Atkins with a good run right there down to about the 9, but there is a flag. Let's see what the call is. Here comes the official now. Looks like you're going to call a hold on the Cavaliers. So that's going to back them up to about the 19-yard line.
Penalty moves the ball back to the 19-yard line.
Going to bring up about 2nd down and I guess 18 right here.
About 18 for the Cavaliers.
Callaway breaks the huddle. Looks like they're going to go out of the shotgun right here. Twins right, single receiver left. And there's a shotgun snap, and they're going to hand it underneath to DJ. He's looking for that block. He cuts it back across the field and, again, gets back down to about the 8, maybe the 9-yard line.
Yeah, DJ with a great run on the right side, picked up a second effort, gets it right down just inside the 10-yard line. And it's definitely 4-down territory, but still an opportunity to pick up a first down, but you'd definitely like to see a touchdown in this kind of situation.
All right, 3rd down and about 7 right here to go. Again, out of that shotgun, twins left, single receiver right. Looks like we got a timeout on the play. It's like Temple called a timeout. That's their second one this half. We got about 1:52 to go here before halftime. So we'll take a break with them, Brandon. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football.
All right, back here live. 1:52 to go here before halftime. Callaway facing a 3rd down and about 7 from the 9.5-yard line right here. Opportunity here for Callaway to make this a 2-score game. Again, out of the shotgun, twins left, single receiver right. Now trips left as Michael Freeman goes out to the slot position. Dillon keeps the ball, rolls to his left.
Great
is that
job.
Michael Freeman?
Yes, sir.
Wow, what a great design right there. Coach Napier dialed a perfect play right there. Got Dillon out in space, and Dillon had 2 or 3 options right there on who to throw to, and obviously he picked the right one right there.
Dylan Johnson to Michael Freeman for a great touchdown pass. All honesty, Dylan could have just tucked and run, but again, he is a senior quarterback, keeps his cool, doesn't lose his composure, and does a great job on that throw.
All right, here's the extra point. There's a snap. There's a kick. It's up, and it's good. That's another thing I want to mention right there is Keegan Woods has been on the money all year with those snaps, and Dillon does a great job holding the football. And, obviously Noah Stevens has been a weapon for us all year.
Well, it actually, it takes all 3 of them. Keegan he's just solid. And we've seen that throughout the year, and we're seeing it again tonight as we go up 14-0 over the Temple Tigers here in a beautiful night for high school football. And just a little bit left on the clock, 1:44. We'll kick it deep to them, see what they can do, but there is no question at this time the momentum is definitely on the side of the Cavaliers.
Yeah, I think the cool weather had something to do with it, Brandon. They took the kids a while to get their body temperature back right and get going on all cylinders right here. 1:44 to go before halftime. Noah Stevens set to kick this thing off from the 40. Noah approaches, and there's a kick. Line drive kick. Bounces at about the 15, taking about the 11. And that's number 8 right there. And he will not be denied on that return right there, Brandon, as he goes down 15-10-5. Touchdown Temple. And that was number 8, Trayon Wright. And from the time he caught that football, it just looked like he was on a mission, Brandon.
Looked like he was shot out of a cannon. Trayon Wright, senior running back, 6 foot, 183 pounds. I mean, again, this kid is a specimen. But I hear a flag was thrown. I don't see it.
Yeah, there's a flag around the 27-yard line. I did not see what it could have been.
Can't help but think a block in the back maybe.
And I can't imagine why there was even a block right there because Trayon was a good 10, 15 yards in front of everybody at that point. But we'll definitely take it if it'll keep him from getting in that end zone.
Absolutely. And you want to talk about a momentum breaker.
Wow, they're going to back that ball up now all the way to the 38-yard line, Brandon.
That drives special teams coaches absolutely nuts.
And there is no way that block right there affected the outcome of that play.
No, Treyon Wright, he, like you said, he was not going to be denied once he got in that open field.
That is tough to swallow there for Temple, but they'll have to take over at the 38, first down and 10 with 1:30 to go. All right, here's a shift right here. They're going to send a receiver way out to the left, shotgun snap. He's just going to throw it up across the middle of the field, and he's got a man wide open in the middle. And the shift is what did it right there, Brandon. When they shifted, our linebacker had to step out, and it opened up the middle of the field. Just a good design right there for Temple.
Absolutely, and that senior quarterback, Michael Freeman, had him on a string, laying the wood to him, but nonetheless, big senior quarterback stands in the pocket, delivers the pass, and
there's a shotgun snap. Again, this time they hand it to number 3 for Temple, and he gets down to about the 5, maybe the 4-yard line, Brandon.
Marquise Hagan, he's a senior, 5'11", 205 pounds. He's going to pick up several yards, bring up second down, ball spotted right at the 5. Going to him again.
There's a snap. Again, the handoff right there to Atkins, and he's down. He's got to be on the half-yard line or the 1-yard line right here. 43 seconds to go here before halftime.
Yeah, Jonathan Leonard, number 21 for the Cavalier defense, steps up, puts the finishing blow on, and keeps him out of the end zone. Let's see what our defense can dial up here.
There's a shotgun snap. Quarterback's going to keep it, and he's going to get in. So Temple gets on the board here with 28 seconds before halftime. Make your score 14-6 after the keeper by Armstrong.
Malik Armstrong, quarterback keeper, and it's going to be a keeper from the get-go. He was not going to option that to anybody, and he keeps it, goes around the left side, and just does a great job. Point after attempt.
Like number 14 maybe.
By Temple comes on. It's their kicker, Diego Medina.
It's like they've only got 10 men out there, but
timeout on the field.
All right, they're going to use a timeout to get that 11th man out there. Extra point might be huge in this one. And I remember you telling me something at that Harris County game, a little something about momentum going into halftime. And Temple's definitely toting some momentum right now, Brandon.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And when you got some of the key players that they've got, and nothing, not slighting Callaway at all, but the team that we're playing tonight in Temple, they have some tremendous athletes that have not only just have raw talent, but at the same time they've got plays under their belt. They've been here. They don't panic, and momentum goes a long way. But if you've got senior leadership, you can fight that momentum, and it's evident the Tigers are fighting it now.
All right, here's the extra point. And there's the snap, there's the hold, there's a kick, it's up, and it's good, and it's 14-7 now, Brandon. 28 seconds to go here before halftime. And this takes me back, reminds me a lot of the Hanley. I've said even after the Hanley game, they went off and they played Lynette, they beat Lynette. Hanley, their first 11 players can play with anybody for two quarters. Mm-hmm. And this is a lot like this Temple team right here. That first 11 they got is good, and they should be. And just like our first 11 is good. But I think kind of what separates us, Brandon, is when we bring our number 2s out there and, they play at a level like our number 1s also.
Absolutely, and we talked about it from the beginning of the game. It's going to go into that second half play. You got Temple with the momentum right now. You've got some great athletes for them. They're not panicking. And as I look down, I mean, you can see these guys. Some of these O-line and D-line guys for Temple, I mean, they are monstrous, man. Them are some big old boys, and they've got some plays under their belt. They've been doing this a while. It's not their first rodeo, so they're going to hang with us as long as possible, and we just got to stay with it.
All right, again, they faked the onside out of that little bunch set right there on the kickoff and then go into a normal kickoff set. We got Braylon, DJ, and Dominique back deep. There's a kick. It's just a squib kick off to the left side, and that's good for us. It's going to go out of bounds at about the 30-yard line, and that's going to bring it up. I think they're going to bring that ball to the 35-yard line. 28 seconds to go, and you got Braylon Sanders and Dylan Johnson out there. Anything's possible right here.
Well, again, you go into that chess match between the coaches. You got 28 seconds. What do you do?
Real
Conservative,
important.
or you turn them loose, let them do their thing.
Temple will get the football to start the second half, so that could determine this play call right here a lot.
Cavaliers look to the sideline, getting their play. Dylan Johnson coming in to deliver the message, let them know what they're doing. Ball spotted right at the 35 of the Cavaliers.
All right, Dylan in the shotgun. Twins to the left. There's a snap. He's going to throw that quick screen out to Dominique. Dominique's going to cut it back across the middle of the field. It looks like he's going to lose maybe a yard on the play.
Yeah, it was a good completion. Good execution by the Cavaliers. Down to 15 seconds. Ball still spotted at the 35. Second down, nobody's panicking. This may have kind of altered what they want to do going down the field. But
yeah, I feel like that was kind of a setup play right there. They wanted to see what a certain player was going to do. So as it is, 14-7, 15 seconds before halftime. Temple will get the ball to start the second half. Callaway has the ball right here, 2nd and 10 from the 35-yard line. And I can't help but think about that play down there at Harris County where Braylon threw that dart down there in the end zone. That'd be nice right here.
Absolutely.
Let's see what Coach Napier dials up right here. Looks like he's going to go trips to the right. Braylon singled out to the left right here. There's the shotgun snap. He's going to fake the give, roll to his left, looking for Braylon. Hits Braylon with about 11 seconds on the clock, 9 seconds on the clock.
Definitely going to be enough for the first down. Dylan to Braylon.
Puts the ball at midfield. Coach Wiggins go ahead and call his timeout right there. So Cavaliers getting within striking distance here.
Absolutely.
Ball at midfield, 8 seconds to go. Enough time for one, maybe two plays, depending on what you do right here.
I imagine Coach is going to be standing close to that side judge. Call that timeout if it avails itself and give us two plays instead of just one.
The big advantage right here to me, Brandon, is you've got this ball spotted down all the way on the left hash. That'll give Dylan or Braylon plenty of opportunity to roll to the right side and set their feet and make a good, strong throw and get it down towards the end zone.
Be interesting to see what Dylan does with this football, knowing the amount of time that he's got. But again, it's a chess match, and they're using every opportunity and thinking through the results of every play, what it's going to result in, what they hope it results in. But as our Cavaliers come to midfield, going from our right to left.
All right, trip to the right. Dylan single receiver out to the left. Braylon. Dylan out of the shotgun. Okay, they're going to fake the snap.
Uh-oh.
They're going to throw it around to Braylon. He's looking down the field. He's trying to get out of there, and that's going to end the half. Braylon's taken down, lost maybe 4 yards on the play. Just took a little too much time for that play to develop. But as it is, Cavaliers are on top 14-7. Temple punched one in right there with 28 seconds to go before the halftime. So, not a terrible start for the Cavs. It'll take them a little while to get adjusted to the speed of Temple, and like you mentioned, they've got some really good players and some really good kids.
Absolutely, and as we've talked about it most of the evening, it's just a chess match. So this second half is definitely going to be do or die for the Cavaliers. Offense and defensive line for the Cavaliers, they know what they got to do. They know who they're up against, and let's just be real. They're up against some big old boys, and not only they're big boys, but they're big boys with good feet. They can move, and it's evident they're making tackles. So it'll be interesting what the Cavaliers come out with, and I would imagine we're going to see a lot of that trickery is the Temple special teams. They line up in that bunch to kick it off. I imagine we're going to see maybe an onside by Temple. Just, again, try to keep that momentum on their side.
All right, 14-7 your score. We're going to take a full break, and we'll come back. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
State Farm, this is Gwen.
Salutations, Gwen. I have car insurance, but I want to protect the rest of the stuff in my apartment. Some of my action figures were ruined recently.
We can add a renter's policy. For the cost of one action figure, we can protect your entire army of action figures against fire, theft, burst pipes.
Great! You have no idea how hard it is untangling wet alien hair.
Add renter's insurance to your auto policy and get to a better state. State Farm.
For a money-saving way to protect your possessions, call Agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Introducing the most valuable provider, your nationally ranked WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Ranked a top 100 large community hospital by Truven Health Analytics. Named a top 100 great community hospital by Becker's Hospital Review. Rated top 100 in medical excellence and patient safety by CareChecks. WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Award-winning healthcare right here in LaGrange. To learn more, visit wellstar.org/WGMC. We believe in life well lived.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships. There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football.
All right, Brandon, as we watch the Callaway Marching Band do a wonderful job like they always do every single Friday night.
I tell you what, just shout out to the band, the cheerleaders, the folks that travel with the Cavalier football team up here to Temple. Just a great showing, and Adam Walmsley, the band director, he's just done a phenomenal job, and just super proud of our Cavaliers marching band and just everybody that it takes to make up a Friday night football game. And these guys work so hard every day. And I know that the band is just praising God for this cooler weather. Because I don't know if you noticed, but the outfits that the Cavaliers have on, let me just say, they are covered because that's some warm get-up that they've been toting here these last 7 weeks of smoking hot heat on Friday nights. But working real hard and just doing a great job.
Right. This game, it makes me think a lot of Alabama football. They're a heavy favorite every week, and regardless of who they're playing, it just seems like that team will, those guys will coach harder, those players will play harder. During the week when you got to prepare for a team that's 7-0 in your region, the kids are going to concentrate a little harder. They're going to work a little harder, and it's showing up tonight. And I honestly believe that that Temple probably had one of their best weeks of preparation for a football game.
Sure.
And their coaches are probably coaching a little harder than they normally do.
Absolutely.
And a good football team will do that to you.
Well, I don't know about you, but I've never seen Nick Saban come out and say we're favored, or they could be favored by 50. Nick Saban, he treats every game the exact same, working hard, fundamentals, do the simple things, do your job correctly, and that's why he's got a great program, and he's built an amazing tradition there at Alabama, and we're looking at it tonight. 2 senior coaches come to the field, doesn't matter where it is, whether it's Temple or in LaGrange playing at Callaway Stadium. These guys are coming, and I would dare say Callaway was probably a heavy favorite coming into this thing. But Coach Wiggins, I can promise you, he doesn't look at it like that.
No.
He looks at every game, the upcoming game. He's not worried about next week. He's not worried about 2 weeks. He's not worried about anything but what's going on the field tonight. And I would dare say that all of the coaches, the entire coaching staff that works under Coach Wiggins, they are talking to their guys, and they're letting them know, look, we cannot stop doing the things that brought us here.
And, Callaway over the last couple of years, they've kind of gained that reputation as, teams will actually circle them on the calendar.
Absolutely.
And like I said, I really honestly believe that, even a subpar team is going to come out and they're going to play their best football. And, not just on Friday night. Like I said, I think it affects the kids. They'll concentrate and they'll work harder throughout the week. And it'll show up on Friday nights. And Callaway has gained that reputation that, they're going to get everybody's best shot on Friday nights.
Well, we've got some kids that we have not called their name out yet. They are key players and I'm just calling out the defense. They're key players on defense. If you've noticed, Shane, throughout the weeks and the weeks where we have been successful, which has been all of them so far, but it wasn't just 1 or 2 guys. It was 8, 9, 10, even 11 guys on defense that are making plays, making tackles, making things happen, closing in those ends. I mean, these guys Temple is definitely a jet team. They love that jet. They go to it all the time, and they've been doing it all year. And you cannot look at previous scores where the Tigers have fallen, especially in the 2 region opponents, but you cannot look at those scores and say, well, we're going to be okay in this particular area. I promise you, Coach Wiggins, he is just staying on the fundamentals and encouraging his coaches to stay on fundamentals, because this second half is going to tell the tale. No doubt, the momentum is with the Tigers. We got to come out, we got to strike hard, get that momentum back, and do what we do best. Start establishing the line of scrimmage on both sides and just play fundamental football. I don't care what anybody says. It's won in the trenches, but fundamental football always wins.
Right, and I don't want anybody to think that we're knocking Temple, because they've obviously got a great football program, and they've got some really good football players out here tonight on this team.
Yeah.
But I don't think Callaway played their best in that first half.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I feel like like I've always said about Callaway, if they got it close at halftime, Coach Napier, Coach Hubbard, Coach Wiggins, they're going to make really good adjustments at halftime and give their team a better chance to be successful in the second half.
I guarantee you, a perfect example is fourth down and just a couple of yards deep in Temple territory, and they're not going to run a play.
Offsides.
They're going to do a hard count. What do? We get offsides. Those kind of simple errors is what really separates good teams from great teams. And I'm sure that the Cavaliers, they're in the locker room now, and they're just getting that friendly reminder from all of the coaches: stick with what you know, do the fundamentals, and don't worry about the score, don't worry about anything else but doing your job. And when those 11 guys on the field do their job, great things happen.
Absolutely. All right, Brandon, we got about 14 minutes before we start the second half. 14-7 your score. Cavs on top. Temple will receive the ball to start the second half. We'll take a full break. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Car won't start? Or does your problem sound a little more like that? Come to Stanford Automotive to get your car in tip-top shape quick with a reliable team of automotive specialists. Stanford Automotive, 706-882-0186. 66 Youngs Mill Road in LaGrange. Stanford Automotive, 706-882-0186.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Introducing the most valuable provider, your nationally ranked WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Ranked a top 100 large community hospital by Truven Health Analytics. Named a top 100 great community hospital by Becker's Hospital Review. Rated top 100 in medical excellence and patient safety by CareChecks. WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Award-winning healthcare right here in LaGrange. To learn more, visit wellstar.org/WGMC. We believe in life well lived.
Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
All right, Brandon, 14-7 your score as we listen to the Temple Band. They've got quite a few members in their band also.
They sure do. Sure do. There are kids everywhere. Taking up from the 30 to the 30, and I mean a full band as some of my fellow broadcasting friends would say. Let's see. We are looking at a 6 tuba band, and that's just a straight shout out to Greg Hicks, my friend. But Greg, we're up here in Temple, 6 tuba band, pal. I don't know if you can beat that tonight, but we are in a slugfest here in Temple, Georgia, as the Cavaliers are up on the Tigers. But we have a full second half to play, and it looks to be exciting. Definitely going to see our weight room efforts and our calisthenics and fitness efforts are going to come to fruition here in this second half.
I agree with you 100%. While we got a moment, Brandon, I'll thank some of our sponsors that make it possible so that we can travel with the team and bring the games to the faithful down there in LaGrange. Holmes Pharmacy, Commercial Bank and Trust, Rob and Joel with the RE/MAX agent, West Georgia Health Systems, Emory Southern Orthopedics, Kia of LaGrange, State Farm agent Matt Orr, and of course Mr. Terry Stanford over there at Stanford Automotive. And for you really faithful Callaway fans or just your average football fan, you can listen to Brandon and Coach Wiggins on Saturday morning. You can listen or watch it live starting at 8:30 on Eagle 102.3, and I also mentioned you can watch it and listen to it at www.eagle1023.com. And then you also have at 7 o'clock on Monday on eagle1023.com the Matt Mum Air Raid, which is LaGrange College. And then at 7:30 Monday, the Granger's Gridiron Show for the LaGrange High School. And then for you Auburn Tiger fans, 6 o'clock Central Standard Time, Thursdays, you have Tiger Talk on Eagle 102.3, WLAG 96.9, and 1240. Or you can listen online at www.eagle1023.com. All games and shows can be heard online free at www.eagle1023.com. All shows can be watched online free at www.eagle1023.com. To watch the games live, you have to purchase a subscription. You can do that monthly for $9.95, or you can get a year-long subscription for $45. If you do purchase a subscription, go to your team's page so that a portion of that will go to the school. And then, of course, the video replay, it can be watched online immediately following the game if you're subscribed. If not, you have to wait till Tuesday, and they will post them to the YouTube page www.youtube.com/WELRWLAG. And then the links to the videos can be found pretty easily online at www.eagle1023.com. And it looks like we got about 8 minutes before we start the second half, Brandon. Let's take a full break. When we come back, we'll talk about maybe what we expect to see here in the second half. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is the place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to...
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
When my car has problems, I need to have it fixed quickly, correctly, and cost-effectively. I don't have time, money, or patience to take it to a shop more than once. So I count on Stanford Automotive. They take care of me. They get my car back on the road, and they're located at 66 Youngs Mill Road in LaGrange. And they know the preventative maintenance, too. Stanford Automotive. Call 882-0186. They're located on Youngs Mill Road in LaGrange, and it's the only name you need to remember for car care. Stanford Automotive. When a football team ends up with 12 men on the field, it means somebody forgot to double check. And when you end up paying more for your car insurance than you need, it could also mean somebody forgot to double check. That's why State Farm will do a free discount double check by going through your policies to make sure you're getting all the discounts you deserve. Because those discounts mean big league savings. It pays to double check. Call your State Farm agent, Matt Orr, on the square in downtown LaGrange.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football.
All right, guys, 14-7 your score here in Temple, Georgia. I'm Shane Andrews, live here with Brandon Brooks. Both teams out on the field. So we've got about 5.5, maybe 6 minutes before we start the second half. And I was thinking back to that Harris County game, and the band stayed out on the field too long at halftime. And then when they come back out on the field, that referee had to tell the head coach over there at Harris County, he said, "Hey, buddy, you got 15 yards. Your band was on the field too long."
Yes, sir.
I see all the different stuff they got out on the field for this, and I'm just wondering if they're going to get it off in time.
Yeah. Well, I wanted you to know, and I didn't know if you realize this. You probably do, but we are international, or should I say we're national right now. Like, there are people all over these great United States that are listening to us, man. And the only reason I know that is because my precious wife is up in Washington, D.C., and she's listening online. And just a shout-out to my precious wife. And don't let that place keep you, honey. Just come on home early. It won't hurt our feelings whatsoever. But I always appreciate her support, and definitely a part of the Callaway family. We just bleed red and black, brother. So just great to be a part of the Callaway family and the opportunity that the Callaway family has in the radio station that we could air. But that is all because of our great sponsors, and Holmes Pharmacy and CB&T and Rob and Joel. They've just been adamant supporters of Callaway football through the years. West Georgia Health, just all of our supporters. And we always encourage, and I encourage you tonight, whenever you can do business with these folks, we definitely appreciate it, because they are adamant supporters of all of Callaway athletics, but especially Callaway football.
All right, so we got about 3 minutes before we start the second half. We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll have some Callaway Cavalier football, guys. 14-7 your score right now. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
First down and goal to go. In the game of football, it takes the skill and effort of a team to reach the goal line. At Commercial Bank and Trust, we know it takes the same kind of teamwork to help you reach your goals of financial security. That's why we offer a team of professionals who are dedicated to providing effective game-winning financial solutions. You'll get the expertise you need from the people you know and trust. Touchdown! Commercial Bank and Trust, a division of Synovus Bank. Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships. There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Tara, are you okay?
Yes, I can't believe you found me. I have car trouble, and there you are.
Yeah, that's State Farm's 24/7 access.
It's like we have this mental telepathy, you know?
Well, you did start filing your claim with your mobile device. You can access State Farm on your phone, online, even in person at one of the 18,000 neighborhood
State Farm offices. See, mental telepathy.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Get to a better state. State Farm.
Connect telepathically with Agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Hey, man, my car just broke down. I need to call a towing company.
Well, then you should probably call a towing company.
I know. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I need to call a towing company.
Right, a towing company. You should call a towing company.
Ah, man, come on. I'm trying to tell you, which company should I call?
Oh, call a towing company.
Oh, call a towing company.
A towing company. 706-882-8399.
A towing company. 706-882-8399. Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
All right, guys, back here live in Temple, Georgia. Brandon 14-7 to score. Temple's going to get set right here to receive this second half kickoff. What are some of the things you expect to see defensively right here to start this second half?
Well, our defense and offensive line are going to have to get creative. There's no doubt they're going up against some big old boys, big, strong athletes. In all honesty, man, you know as well as I do, we don't have, 300-pound athletes across the board. I mean, we got Keandre, but for the most part, we don't have 300-pound athletes. So to overcome those obstacles, we have to get creative. And we're going to have to get creative to win that battle in the trench on offense and defense. When you win that battle, it just opens up the field for somebody like a Dylan Johnson, who's a senior quarterback, who has the ability now as a senior to read defenses, what they're doing, their key players, where that pressure is going to come from. We've seen their defense does a lot of stunts. And Dylan, he's got to be able to pick that up and go to the other side of the field or be able to give that option off, give it up. Dylan's a very talented kid, and I'm very confident that he's going to be able to turn it on and do for Callaway what needs to be done in the second half.
All right, Noah Stevens out there to kick that ball off from the 40-yard line for the Cavaliers. Looks like back deep. That's Trayon Wright, number 8. All right, there's the kick. He's taking it about the 1-yard line by Trayon. He's going to come right up the middle of the field, and he's hit hard right there in the middle.
Yes, sir. Yes,
and then,
sir.
Just a host of Cavaliers take them down maybe the 11-yard line.
Yes, sir. Looks like Quay Hines was first man. Number 15 just laid the wood, and that's what you like to see. Even though they're getting the football first, you like to see pin them back deep. They're at their own 15. Let's get some pressure. Let's close in those ends and just start doing away with some of this nonsense that we're seeing tonight. We are better than the way we played in the first half.
All right, here comes Temple to the ball now. First down and 10 from the 15-yard line. Again, Trayon Wright stands to the right of Armstrong out of the shotgun. He's going to hand it to Trayon underneath, and he's going to run out to the left side, and there's just nothing there. He's knocked out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. And that looked like Keegan and LaShawn and Jamie Sellers right there.
Yeah, several guys, and then there's no doubt that's their senior running back, 6 foot, 183 pounds. I mean, like I said, that kid is a specimen. He's got a stiff arm that is vicious. Reminds me of Leonard Fournette when he goes on that outside with a stiff arm. His arms are long, he's strong, and he can get outside quickly. But to our benefit, he only picked up a yard on the game.
And that looks like Kobe. He was one of the ones that laid the hit right there on number 8. He looks a little shook up.
Yeah, it was helmet to helmet. He was the last man to force him out of bounds, and just probably got his bell rung a little bit to give him a little time to catch his breath. And
all right, well, while they tend to Kobe, we'll take a break. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
All right, Brandon, looks like Kobe's okay. He got up, walked off the field under his own power. That's good. There's a shotgun snap. There's a handoff again to Trayon, and he gets to about the 20, maybe the 21-yard line right there. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, great job by Michael Freeman, just wrapping up, waiting on help, and that's what you got to do with that big running back. He picks up a few yards, but really not a lot lost. Big 3rd down situation, 3rd and about 4, 4.5, something like that. But big 3rd down for our Cavalier defense.
All right, again out of the shotgun. Armstrong hands it underneath again to the big tailback. And he just rumbles around.
Yeah, he does.
He finally breaks loose on the left side, and he's finally shoved out of bounds. Looks like they're going to spot him around the 31-yard line.
That kid he gets to the outside, and he's just difficult to bring down. Looks like we got a man down on the field. It's number 28, Telly Fanning. They brought in his speedster, knowing they do a lot of the jet sweeps, and Telly Fanning brought in his first-team defense for tonight's game, but he's down and looks pretty upset. You never like to see that. I got to give a quick shout-out. I've not done this all year on any of the broadcasts that we do for Callaway, but just a shout-out to Brooke Jackson. Brooke is according to Dylan Johnson in the first week, Dylan Johnson said Brooke Jackson was the best player we got on our entire team. So he likes to keep her definitely encouraged. But she does such a phenomenal job at practice every day. And when these guys are suited up or when they're watching film, Brooke is there. And we just really appreciate all that she does for the Callaway family, but especially these young men. And she does it throughout the year, whether it's wrestling, track, soccer. It doesn't matter. If our kids are playing, representing Callaway, she's there, and we definitely appreciate what she does.
All right, Telly hops up. They're going to have to help him off. Looks like he's favoring that right ankle.
Yeah,
maybe
he's not putting any weight on it, and you definitely don't like to see that, not only for this game, but looking ahead, we got a tough matchup at home this coming Friday night against Spencer. So you definitely want to be healthy. And Telly is a great asset to our team. Young, but still has incredible ability as a sophomore, and he's going to be a special player for the Callaway family in the years to come.
All right. Well, let's hope that Telly's okay. And we've been real fortunate this season with injuries. All right.
Boy, great.
First and 10 right there. Armstrong dropped straight back and was trying to find his tight end across the middle, and he threw it a little high.
Yeah, and he had him wide open, too. They bid on that option. Quarterback kept it and was going to that tight end, and he was definitely open but overthrew him. Maybe we can learn from that mistake and overcome something like that if it pops up again, because that kid, if he had caught that football, had nothing but turf in front of him.
All right, 2nd down and 10 now. Ball on the 30-yard line of Temple. There's the shotgun snap. He's going to fake the handoff and keep it around to the left.
Oh, yeah.
And he's actually going to lose about 2 yards on that play.
Yeah, that was quarterback keeper from the get-go. Armstrong, just a quick snap going around the short side of the field. Now, Temple is moving from our right to left. They are heading south for this third quarter of play. And he just lost a couple of yards, going to bring up a long 3rd down scenario for the Temple Tigers. Very important for our Cavalier defense to be hitting on all cylinders.
All right, I didn't see a flag, but
I didn't either.
We've got an unsportsmanlike conduct against Callaway. I'm not sure who that was on or what. Like I said, I don't even know if he threw a flag on it. But anyway, they're going to give a free 15 to Temple. That's going to bring the ball out to the 42-yard line of Temple with 10:57 to go here in the third quarter. Cavaliers on top 14-7.
Boy, you just hate to see that.
Very uncharacteristic on the Cavaliers there. So here's the shotgun snap, low snap, picked up. He's going to hand it to the tailback. He's
Great
gobbled
job
up by Michael Freeman in the backfield.
Of course, big number 3, Michael Freeman, penetrating the line of scrimmage, and he was all over it. Little DJ, they call him Flea Winters. Quick handoff to him. He's just 5'5", 140 pounds, but he is lightning fast, and Michael Freeman was all over it.
All right, that's going to bring up 2nd down. Looks like about 13 right here. Now ball's placed at the 39-yard line of Temple. Again, out of the shotgun. They're going to give it on that counter to the tailback, and he's still not back to the original line of scrimmage.
No, nothing doing. Everybody staying in their lanes, doing what they're supposed to do, closing in this edge, forcing him upfield so they get some help. Those corners doing a great job right now, and it's a big 3rd down here. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and 12 for the Temple Tigers as they're moving from right to left. Ball spotted at their own 40-yard line. Here we go.
9:48 to go here in the third quarter. Armstrong out of the shotgun, and he's got his tailback behind him. He's going to fake the give, roll to his right, trying to find a man, and he's going to toss it up, and he threw it high again. Looked like he was looking for number 2. Down around the 38, 39-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like that was to number 4, Flea Winters again. But that young man just doesn't have the ladder to go up and get something like that. But again, you could see the composure of that senior quarterback. Even though he rolled out, a lot of pressure on him, just keeping his eyes downfield, and pass comes up incomplete. They're going to punt it away on this 4th down, looks like.
Looks like number 6, Brad Corbett, in the punt for Temple. He gets the snap. There's a kick, line drive kick. Braylon's going to take it at about the 28. He's going to make a guy miss. He gets around the right side, down to the 40, down across the 50 to the 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Callaway Cavaliers. Braylon Sanders. And is that a flag?
That is a flag way back.
That's where he caught the ball at. There is a flag down at the 22-yard line after Braylon goes 68 yards.
I don't know if he waved his hand for a fair catch, but it's evident. There's a flag down at the 22-yard line right where he caught the punt. It was rolling. He picked it up and ran, but everybody's coming back this way. Looks like they're going to spot it right at the 22 and probably tag on a little something against the Cavaliers. I didn't see Braylon
they got
motion or anything.
Block in the back right there against Callaway.
Boy, oh boy.
And that's going to put the ball at about the 12-yard line now. So some work to do here for the Callaway offense. Leading 14-7, 9:18 to go here in the third quarter. Callaway comes to the line. Looks like Twins left. They got the I formation with DJ and Jabril. And there's a pitch out left to DJ. He's looking for a block. Gets some space around the 20, 25, 30. And he's finally shoved out of bounds about the 31-yard line. Good way to start right there for the Cavs.
Great job by DJ Atkins, the junior running back.
And I think there's a flag on the play.
Boy, he has done so much for these Cavaliers. Coming on, new man on the block, definitely establishing that running back position.
Wow.
He's done a fantastic job. But another penalty on the play, and these penalties are absolutely killing
Holding
the Cavaliers.
On the Cavaliers right there after DJ gets about 18 yards on a run off to the left side from the pitch from Dillon. And that's going to back the Cavaliers up inside the 10-yard line to about the 9 now.
Penalty moves the ball back just inside the 10.
Just going to back him up, replay first down, it looks like.
First down and 12 now. Twins to the right this time. Bad snap.
Yeah, just fall on it. Don't do anything crazy. Don't try to be a hero. Just fall on it. Just second down.
That looked like the center right there, number 51 for the Cavaliers, Thomas Hodge. Got back on that ball, fortunately for the Cavaliers.
Lost back to the 8-yard line, brings up second down.
All right, second down and 14 now for the Cavs. 8:41 to go here in the third quarter. Twins right, I formation. Dillon under center, takes the snap, pitches it to the right to DJ, and he tries to cut it back to the middle of the field, but nothing there, only about a yard, Brandon.
Shane, it looked like the entire offensive line was going to the left, but unfortunately, again, fundamental football, you've got to block that man, stay on him until the play progresses to your running back, gets out of the backfield, and it's almost like they wanted to hurry downfield to get that additional block instead of staying on their initial block. And here we are with a big third down for our Cavalier offense.
Yeah, and like you mentioned earlier, that probably works a lot of the times when you're not trying to push 300-pounders out of the way.
Right.
So here's the third down. Dillon's going to roll to his left. He's looking. He's got Braylon open, wide open. And Braylon's going to cut it back across the field at 35, and he's going to take off.
Look at
this.
He's
going across the 40.
He fumbled.
Fumbled the football.
Did he step out of bounds? No, they're saying he was
They're
down.
going to call him out at about the 31-yard line.
He must have stepped out of bounds.
All right, so a great job right there by Dillon. He rolls out to his left, sets his feet, hits Braylon at about the 40-yard line, and Braylon gets another 25 after the catch.
Good to see it. Good to see it. Most of the time, Braylon's double covered, triple covered at times, but he steps up and makes a big league play all the way down to the Temple 31-yard line.
All right, here's the first down give to DJ. Man. That
did you see that?
One of those big defensive tackles. He got his hand on him, and he didn't let go.
Yes, sir. That's big boy, number 72. Jalen Allen, the senior, 6'5", 367 pounds. He just arm-barred him.
A loss of about one on the play right
boy,
there.
oh, boy. I mean, he just brought him down. That was incredible. But you see this young man walking off the field, and it is – that youngin' is toting a load, friend.
All right, and he's actually down right now. I'm not sure what happened. He was maybe trying to get to the sideline, and he just couldn't make it. He's okay.
You want to talk about some tree stumps. This kid is just an amazing, humongous youngin'. And he just had to lay it down there coming across the field right about the 28-yard line, and they're out there looking at him.
All right, 14-7 your score. Just under 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. We'll take a break. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hi friends, Jess Lichter here with Key of LaGrange. We're going pink this month for breast cancer awareness, and we'll be donating a portion of our sales to the Breast Friends for Life Hope for a Day campaign. So stop by and check out our selection of Kias and help support a great cause. It's fall savings times, which means the 16s, they gotta go to make room for the 17s. You can own a 16 Kia Cadenza for as little as $23,500. And you know with prices like these are not gonna last long, come see us today or online at keyoflagrange.com to help support your local economy.
Price plus tax tag and title. Stock number 19215.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football.
All right, Brandon, looks like number 72, Jalen's okay for Temple. He's coming off unassisted here. Not sure, maybe a cramp right there in the right leg. But a big 2nd and 11 now for the Cavaliers inside of Temple territory. Dillon working out of the shotgun now. There's a snap. He's going to keep it and go right up the middle. And he's going to bounce it outside. And he gets a big hole down to about the 10-yard line where he's knocked out of bounds. Man, what an athletic run there for Dillon.
Dillon Johnson just keeping it from the very get-go. It's quarterback keeper from the get-go, from shotgun. And right at the end, gets a little, lays the wood a little bit. Just let them know, hey, I may be the quarterback, but I can still handle business. And a great first down. He got it spotted. What is that, about the 14?
About the 14. There's a snap. There's a give to DJ right up the middle. Just nothing there.
Yeah.
It's tough to move those big defensive linemen around.
Absolutely. Those D linemen come in and really open it up for the linebackers to come in and make the play, and that's exactly what we saw. I don't know if that was a defensive end that made it beyond the line of scrimmage, but really just closing in those outside lanes for DJ, which is his really forte. He gets outside and does his thing, but 2nd and 10 for the Cavaliers.
All right, ball on the 14-yard line. There's a snap. There's a give to DJ off the right side, stretching it to the right side. He's going to cut it upfield at the 5 and go out of bounds at about the 4, maybe the 3. Good job right there. Good job showing patience right there by DJ.
Absolutely. Great call by Matt Napier going to the wide side of the field, trying to do really some of the things that Temple's been doing all night. And quick give to DJ coming to the near side and picking up his 1st and goal. Ball spotted at the 3. No excuses here.
6 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. There's a shotgun snap. There's a give to DJ. He's going to cut it back across the middle of the field and gets into the end zone.
That's touchdown.
They're calling it a touchdown.
Yeah.
Touchdown, DJ.
DJ Atkins, number 1, going off that left side tackle and just following the hips and goes into the end zone for a great touchdown, transitioning that momentum and not to mention silencing this hometown crowd here in Temple, Georgia.
All right, 20-7 your score, waiting on the extra point. There's a snap, there's a hold, the kick. It's up and it's good. Noah Stevens' extra point is good. 21-7 your score. 5:54 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Callaway trying to take control of this game, Brandon.
Yes, sir. Great job. Everybody keeping their composure. Got hit with some just really mindless penalties deep in our own territory, and then bringing these big guys, these big playmakers, Braylon Sanders, just a tremendous catch and run, and then Dillon, quarterback keeper, and, of course, DJ finishing it up. Just really, really looked good on that series.
All right, here comes the Callaway Cavalier kickoff team out on the field. Noah Stevens setting the ball at the 40-yard line. And, man, I've been really impressed all year with this Cavalier kickoff team.
Absolutely.
They've done a wonderful job on their coverage.
Special teams has been phenomenal this year. And, again, it takes everybody. It takes all the different components, offense, defense, special teams, and Noah just kicking it in the end zone, or if they do run it, they're running it from the 1 or 2 yard line. Just real asset for this Cavalier football program.
All right, there's a kick, nice high kick, taking it about the 4 yard line and fumbled. He picks it back up and takes off to the right side, gets across the 15 to the 20, 25, 30, 40. He's across midfield, 40, 30, 20, 10. And he is finally tracked down by number 5 right there, Courtney Williams, with a touchdown saving tackle at about the 6-yard line, Brandon.
Courtney Williams had to turn on the turbo boost to catch up with number 8, Treyon Wright, the senior running back. And I tell you what, it was wide open. Nothing but field and opportunity, and Courtney Williams truly with a touchdown saving tackle.
And I tell you, Brandon, I've seen it too many times where that kickoff return guy catches the ball, fumbles it, and it just throws off the timing of those guys running down the field.
Absolutely.
And he ends up making a big, huge play right there down the right sideline.
Absolutely. You know, you just can't help but wonder with these key guys that the Tigers play both sides of the football. I mean, how long can they continue to do this? We hope not very long, but, boy, they are definitely turning it up right now.
All right, there's a shotgun snap, and there's the give to number 4 right there.
Great job.
Like Michael Freeman right there in the backfield. Looks like a negative play there for Temple.
There is no doubt, as big as the offensive line is for Temple, that Michael Freeman has got his timing down, and he is working on all cylinders tonight because he has been in the backfield most of the time. And Michael's having a great game tonight.
All right, looks like it's going to be
illegal procedure penalty.
Okay. Procedure call on Temple right there. Going to back him up. It'll still be 1st and goal, but now it's at about the 12-yard line. Again, Armstrong out of the shotgun. There's that jet. Gives it to number 23, and there's nothing there for him. There's about 7 Callaway Cavaliers right there tackling him at about the 9-yard line, Brandon.
Yeah, that's Damari Ivey, number 23 for the Tigers on that jet. And we've seen him doing that tonight, but nothing doing on that particular one. Bring up 2nd and goal for the Tigers. And Cavaliers, it's gut check time.
All right, 2nd and goal from the 9-yard line now. Just under 5 minutes here before the end of the 3rd quarter. 21-7 your score. Cavs on top. Armstrong out of the shotgun again. Takes a snap, pitches it out right. And I couldn't get the number of that tailback. It looks like he got down to about the 5-yard line.
It was Treyon Wright again.
Treyon Wright, number 8.
He got a breather, just a short breather, and they put him back out there again. Key players, and they depend a lot on these key players playing both sides of the football. But they're going to have to give him more of a break than that. They call timeout.
Yeah, he's a big, strong kid, and for his size, he sure is fast.
Man, he's
really fast.
I mean, he's 6 foot, 183 pounds. As a senior, he's a daggum specimen, man. He's just exactly what you want in a good, solid running back. He's definitely got good hands. It's evident. So, you know, with only 1 fumble throughout the entire year, you got to give kudos to the kid. But again, I keep saying it, how long can they continue to go this speed playing both sides of the football?
All right, a timeout here by Temple. 4:27 to go in the 3rd. Cavs on top 21-7. Temple with a 3rd and goal right here. And the ball spotted at about the 5-yard line. So a good opportunity right here for the Cavalier defense to step up and make 2 plays right here. Treyon in at tailback, Armstrong at quarterback from the shotgun. There's a snap. He's going to fake the counter and take it around to the left, and there's nothing there.
Great
I think
job.
The whole football team just tackled that quarterback at about the 8-yard line, Brandon.
Great job. Number 16, Kedrick Ramsey, got penetration on that offensive line and was right there to meet the senior quarterback, Malik Armstrong. Absolutely nothing doing on the play, so it's going to bring up 4th and goal for the Tigers. Big stand right here for our Cavaliers.
All right, and they're going to bring their kicker in, number 14. That's Diego Molina. And this right here looks like it'll be about a 23-yard field goal. Coach Wiggins is going to call a timeout right here.
Timeout. Cavaliers. Looks like Wiggins going to freeze the kicker a little bit, try to hold on that momentum as long as he can.
All right, we'll take a break with them. 3:38 to go here in the third quarter. 21-7, Cavs on top. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football.
Good God. All right, there's a snap. The kick, it's up, and it's good. So Diego Molina kicked it, and, man, did it come down yet?
Kid's got a leg, doesn't he?
Wow. What a kick there. So a 23-yard field goal for Temple with 3:33 to go here in the third quarter. Makes it an 11-point game, 21-10. And Callaway, bend but not break philosophy right there down on the goal line.
Absolutely. I thought it was interesting right when the Tigers gave up that big play right before the run, the punt, and then the run all the way back by their senior running back. The coach for the Tigers brought them all to the sideline, and you could tell Scotty Ward, the head football coach, was in their face. He realizes, he knows, you cannot get down by 3 scores against a team like Callaway. And he was trying to get that momentum, and it's evident he must have, the coaches and the players, that there's an incredible bond as much time as they spend together throughout the year. And
all right, again, Temple fakes the onside kick out of that bunch set, and now they run back to their normal kickoff set. Here comes the kick now with Braylon and DJ back. Again, he's going to squib it down the left side, taken by the up man around the 30 to about the 35-yard line. Good job right there.
Absolutely.
And that looked like number 7.
That's
for the
Travis
Cavaliers.
Traylor. Great job by Travis. Good hands. Caught the football. It was on the bounce. And looks like they're going to spot it right around the 35, something like that. But Cavalier offense will come out. Dylan Johnson and his offense, and they'll get a fresh start. They're going to spot it right at the 36 of the Cavaliers. First down.
All right, 3:28 to go here in the third. 21-10 your score. Cavs come out in a 2-receiver set, 1 split left, 1 split right. DJ at tailback, Dylan under center, takes a snap, gives it DJ off the left side, and he's got a big hole, gets up to about the 45-yard line. So a good 8 or 9 yard run right there by DJ.
Good strong run by DJ on that left side. Evident our offensive line got the initial push, and we got a man down.
Yeah, it's number 32 right there, Nathan Sapp.
Great ball player. I hope he's okay.
Not sure what happened on that play. I think he was lined up at a wing, and maybe he was the lead blocker on that play. He comes out to 10 to him.
He definitely opened up a hole for DJ, and really, in my opinion, the best hole that DJ's had all night as far as our guys on the offensive line establishing the line of scrimmage, and really opened up a great hole. And when you give DJ a hole like that, he's going to pick up yards, if not the first down every time. So hope that young man's okay as Miss Brooke Jackson is out. And Pete Wiggins just making sure he's okay. Looks like his foot or ankle.
And that's the third or fourth player that we've had tweak an ankle tonight. And we mentioned earlier, beautiful stadium here for Temple, and the field, the grassy turf field, much like at Callaway Stadium. All right, well, while they're 10 into Nathan, let's take a break. 3:15 to go here in the third quarter. Cavaliers on top 21-10. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
All right, Nathan goes off the field. Looks like he was heavily favoring that right ankle. 2nd down and 1. There's a pitch out to DJ to the left side. He cuts it back across the middle of the field. Looks like he's going to be he's going to have enough for the 1st down right there.
Yeah, great run by DJ, picked up by Zacchaeus Sullivan. The junior linebacker comes up and makes the tackle, but it was not until DJ picked up the 1st down. Ball spotted right at the 47-yard line of Callaway. They're moving left to right. See if we can continue this progress.
All right, there's a snap. He's going to fake the give, roll to his left, and he's looking for Michael Freeman down there, and he's got him at about the 34-yard line. Great pitch and catch right there by Dylan and Michael.
Absolutely, and what sold that is that senior quarterback in Dylan Johnson. A great fake. He's a lefty, and he has the ability to hide the football, and he does it when he's not throwing the ball. So he sails that play every time, and it's what opens up for a great receiver like Michael Freeman.
All right, 1st and 10. There's a give to DJ right up the middle. DJ lowers his head. Good tough run right there for DJ. Gets about 8 yards on the play.
Yes, sir. Again, close. I mean, we'll take that all day of the week. Bring up a 2nd and short. Looks like we got another man down. Looks like a Cavalier.
All right, that looks like is that 51?
No, it's 52, Dominique Carter, the senior. Got his helmet off. He's definitely favoring that right knee. Not really sure what happened, but he definitely tweaked it.
All right, while they're tending Dominique, let's take a break. 2:29 to go here in the 3rd quarter. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
In the game of football, it takes the skill and effort of a team to reach the goal line. At Commercial Bank and Trust, we know it takes the same kind of teamwork to help you reach the goal of financial security. That's why we offer a team of professionals who are dedicated to providing effective game-winning financial solutions. You'll get the expertise you need from people you know and trust. Commercial Bank and Trust, a division of the Synovus Bank, member FDIC.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football.
All right, Brandon, 2:29 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Cavaliers on top 21-10. Ball on about the 26, 27-yard line right here. 2nd down. I don't know, about along 3 right here, Brandon. What do you think?
Absolutely. You got a guy like DJ in the backfield. Our offensive line is really doing a good job of establishing. You don't see the mass numbers of Tiger defenders in the backfield like we did in the 1st half. You know, I think right now you just play it safe. You burn some clock, and you give it to your fantastic running back.
All right, there's a pitch out to DJ around the left side. He cuts it back to the middle of the field. Loses the football. Great job right there by Dylan getting back on that football at about the 28-yard line.
Yeah, not sure. I think that was just a helmet right at the football. DJ was trying to squeak out a few more yards like he's done all year, and helmet gets on the football, knocks it loose, but Dylan Johnson, very much aware of his surroundings and what's going on, just makes a great effort in recovering that fumble and brings up 3rd and short. Looks like 3rd and about 4.
All right, ball on the 28-yard line. Dylan under center, takes a snap, fakes a give, rolls to his right, looking to throw. Now he's going to throw it, and he had Michael Freeman at about the 18, in and out of his hands.
Boy, oh boy, greatly defended there by Carter Shell, the senior 6'4", 155-pound defensive line, or I should say linebacker. I don't know if he's playing defensive end, but he was all over Michael Freeman, breaking up that pass, and it's going to bring up 4th and about 4 for the Cavaliers. Definitely 4-down territory.
All right, Callaway going to bring Noah Stevens in right here. Looks like about a 45-yard attempt for Noah Stevens right here, and we know he's got the leg.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. Here's a snap, the hold, the kick. It's up. It's definitely long enough. Just to the right.
Just right. Had plenty of leg. Great attempt by Noah Stevens. He has just done a phenomenal job all year, and kudos to him. The first one he's missed. Hey, it's all right, man. Great job, Noah. Keep up the good work, son.
All right, so Temple's going to take over with 1:22 here in the third quarter, trailing 21-10. Cavalier defense back out on the field. Ball's going to be spotted at the 20-yard line. And here comes Temple. Armstrong in at quarterback. Looks like they're going to go twins left right here. His tailback stands to his left. Out of the shotgun, there's a snap. He drops straight back, looking to set a screen up. Yeah.
Nothing doing there, friend.
Good
Absolutely job. Nothing doing. Number 16, Kedrick Ramsey, just read it from the get-go. And no gain on the play. Pass goes incomplete. And bring up 2nd down. I don't know about you, man, but we started out at 60 degrees. The temperature's dropped, but it's kind of warming up on this side over here. I don't know what's up. I'm kind of, I don't know if it's hot flash or what's going on, but you can tell. You can tell this Temple team has come to play.
All right, there's a shotgun snap. Again, they throw the screen out in the flats. Number 8, he puts his head down,
yes,
but
sir.
Here comes the Callaway Cavalier defense.
Yep. And just keep rolling. White shirts on it till the whistle blows. You got to love to see that. No gain on the play. Bring up 3rd and 10 for the Tigers. And, again, our defense is just playing lights out right now.
21-10 your score. Just under 48 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Big 3rd down and 10 right here for the Cavalier defense. Armstrong out of the shotgun. There's a snap. He drops straight back. Nothing there. He's running around. He's down around the goal line. Now he's just going to heave one out to the right side.
Boy, oh boy,
and it looked like Dominique Copeland just overran that ball, and number 25 right there for Temple.
Yeah, just a great catch by Toby Fordham. He's a junior tight end. And just a great catch, and his momentum literally carried him out of bounds. If he would have been able to keep his feet, there was nobody, literally nobody there. Tigers get it out to about the 34, their own 34-yard line. They're moving right to left, and, boy, you just see the composure of that quarterback in the backfield.
All right, 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, there's a snap, there's a give on the jet. And that's number 5. He's bringing it all the way across to the left side and gets about 3 yards.
Oh, boy. Oh, good. Thought we were going to get a flag on that one, and this home crowd wanted a flag, but the ref is telling him he started the tackle in bounds, so nothing doing. But nonetheless, going to come up 2nd down. Great job by Jamie. Spotted at the 38, bring up 2nd down for the Tigers.
About 19 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Temple with the ball around the 38-yard line. The Temple 38-yard line. Again, Armstrong out of the shotgun. Tailback sits to his left. There's a snap. There's a give on the jet. Again, number 5, he cuts it up the middle of the field. Got enough for the 1st down. Just a good hard run right there by number 5. Looks like Trey Johnson again.
MJ Robertson steps up, and even though he gets the 1st down, I promise you he's going to remember that one because MJ just laid the wood to him. He's going to get it up to the Tigers 45, and it looks like the Tigers are going to think over going into this 4th quarter, make sure they got their plays down, and understanding where they are and what the goal is. And these Tigers, they have not quit. There is no quit in them whatsoever as we go into the fourth quarter. Shane, we still got a ball game.
Yeah, we're in a dogfight. We are in a dogfight down here in Temple, Georgia. 21-10 your score. We'll take a break. When we come back, we're going to start the fourth quarter. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Introducing the most valuable provider, your nationally ranked WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Ranked a top 100 large community hospital by Truven Health Analytics. Named a top 100 great community hospital by Becker's Hospital Review. Rated top 100 in medical excellence and patient safety by CareChecks. WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Award-winning healthcare right here in LaGrange. To learn more, visit wellstar.org/WGMC. We believe in life well lived.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
All right, on 1st and 10, number 23 took the counter trap right there, right up the middle of the field, got another first down for Temple.
Right up the middle, cross midfield, got down to the Callaway 45, fresh set of downs for the Tigers. Here they go.
There's a shotgun snap, and there's a give. Again, up the middle. And
same play.
Cavaliers flying around to the football right there.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's good to see Jamie Sellers back in the game and back making plays. He was the critical component of breaking that up. Loss of 3 on the play. Bring up second down for Temple.
All right, second down, 13. 11-10 to go here in the game. 21-10 your score. Cavaliers on top. Temple with the football inside of Callaway territory around the 48, 49-yard line. Looks like Temple's going to burn a timeout right here. So we'll take a break with them, Brandon. 21-10 your score, 10:54 to go here in the game. Cavs on top. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is the place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange or in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
All right, Brandon, we're back here live in Temple, Georgia. Cavaliers in a dogfight down here, 21-10 your score. Second down and about 14 for Temple. Quarterback drops straight back, looks for his tight end across the middle, in and out of his hands, incomplete. Looking for him around the 40-yard line.
Well, I tell you what, that senior quarterback for Temple, Malik Armstrong, he's a big kid, but he's really got good feet to be such a big kid, but there's no doubt he's got a gun on him because he delivered that football very quickly, quick release, but just in and out of the hands of the receiver.
All right, third down and 14 now. Again, out of the shotgun. Armstrong drops straight back. Now he's going to tuck it and run right up the middle. Gets across the 45 down to about the 42-yard line. Looks like where they'll spot him.
Yeah, Jamie Sellers again caught the quarterback from behind. Going to make it all the way down to the 41-yard line of the Cavaliers. It's going to bring up a big fourth down.
4th and 6 here for Temple. 21-10, 10-20 to go. You really got to go for it right here, Brandon.
Great to see Thomas Hodge, the senior, He's talking to all of his defensive linemen, defensive backs. Don't jump, don't jump. He's talking to them, communicating. You just got to love that in a senior defensive lineman.
All right, there's a shotgun snap. Quarterback looking to set that screen up, and Cavaliers aren't going to have it. Travis Traylor.
And that was Thomas Hodge, pressure on the senior quarterback. Not only was he just being a leader moments before that, but continuing that leadership and getting some serious off the line of scrimmage, putting pressure on that senior quarterback. And the Cavaliers are going to take over on offense, first down.
All right, well, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Cavs. Ball at about the 43-yard line of Callaway. It's a DJ time here.
Yes, sir.
Dylan under center. Jabril at the fullback. And there's the give to DJ right up the middle. He lowers his head. He gets out across midfield down to the 40, down to the 30-yard line. Pushed out of bounds at about the 25.
I see a flag.
And there's a flag. They're going to call it on DQ right there, blocking in the back. But I'm going to tell you what, Brandon,
boy.
I really feel like DJ stepped out of bounds before DQ made that block.
Well, I tell you what opened up that play. What opened up that play was Jabril Jackson stepping up beyond the line of scrimmage, getting to that second level, making a key block on the linebacker for the Tigers, allowing DJ to do what he does. And just a great play call. And, of course, it's the referee's job to let everybody know who that penalty was on, and they're going to back him up from the spot of the foul, looks like.
Okay, he called illegal participation against Callaway. What they're saying is that DQ went out of bounds and then came back in bounds and made a block.
Right. Well, hey, man.
All right, it's still going to be first down and 10 for the Callaway inside of Temple territory around the 38-yard line. So not a total loss on the play.
No, sir.
All right, Dylan under center, twins to the right now. There's a snap pitch out to DJ. DJ looking for that block, gets it, gets out to the outside to about the 34-yard line is where he's pushed out of bounds.
Just
Another
good,
tough run.
Absolutely, just great presence there by DJ, getting out to the wide side of the field, picking up, looks like about 6 yards or so, and we'll take it. Second and we'll give him 5 yards. And 2nd and 5, we'll take it all day long.
You can see Coach Wiggins and Coach Napier right there letting DJ know, hey, cut that thing up, stay in bounds.
Yes, sir.
Let's run that clock.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, these guys are always coaching.
Mm-hmm.
No matter the situation, these guys are coaching. 9:37 to go now. Brings up 2nd down and 6. Again, Dylan under center. Had problems with the snap. Now he's going to pick it up and keep it. He's going to bounce it out to the left, lower his head, get down to about the 28-yard line.
Boy, he is close, if not right at the first down marker. I don't think they're going to give him the spot that he needs for the first down. He'll be less than a yard short, looks like. But great recovery by Dylan Johnson, kept his head.
And we've seen a couple of bad snaps tonight. Maybe the cool weather, it'll take these guys a little while to get used to the hard ball with the cold hands.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 8:58 to go. 21-10 your score. Cavs on top. Brings up a 3rd down and 1 right here. Dylan out of the shotgun. Snap. There's a give to DJ. He bounces it out to the right side, makes the guy miss. Gets across the 30, down to the 20, 15,
Look
10,
here.
5. Touchdown, DJ Atkins and the Callaway Cavaliers.
Great job, DJ, his presence. And then, of course, we got a late flag. I don't know what that's about. Boy, the head ref threw the flag.
Unsportsmanlike against. That's unsportsmanlike against Temple right there. Okay, that's against Callaway.
Administered on the kickoff.
Well, I tell you what, he threw that flag with some passion, didn't he? He definitely saw something that he did not like. And after the touchdown was called, threw the flag. Not really sure what happened, but great run by DJ Atkins around the right side.
Yeah, a couple of really uncharacteristic penalties tonight by the Cavaliers, and I know Coach Wiggins and the staff will get that cleaned up first thing in the morning. But as it stands right now, it's 27-10. Cavaliers on top, waiting for the extra point. There's a snap, there's a kick. It's up, and it's good. So with 8:40 to go here in the game, Cavaliers score 28-10 now. And good answer right there by the offense.
Absolutely. Even after the penalties, it's evident that these penalties are brought on by the mouth and not necessarily an action. But nonetheless, the Cavaliers just force it down their throat, and that's what they're going to continue to do. And, again, we get to the latter part of the game. We see the depth. We see the senior leadership. Thomas Hodge, shout out, kudos to him, stepping up. Critical component on that last defensive stop and enabled our offense to go all the way down the field and score yet another touchdown.
All right, let's see what the special teams kickoff team does right here. Looks like they're going to have to back it up with the penalty. Now the ball's going to be placed at the 25-yard line. So Cavalier special teams, as I mentioned before that last kick, I had been really impressed all year. And, of course, after I mentioned that, the guy goes like 95 yards. But I look for number 27 right here, Quan Todd. He's my special teams key player. He's been making big plays for him all year long on this kickoff team. So here goes Noah. He's going to give it everything he's got, and he boots it down to about the 20-yard line. And here comes number 8.
Host of white jerseys.
And there's my guy right there, number 27, Brandon.
Just a great special teams stand. Quan Todd just doing work. Great job by Noah Stevens. And
there's a bonehead play right there by number 17, Jacob Freeman. And he's going to get a personal called on him. And he's probably about to get an earful from Coach Wiggins, yeah. Actually, Coach Wiggins is probably a little too upset to even talk to him right now. He'll think it over and let him know something later.
Yeah, the freshman Jacob Freeman, I would dare say that was after the play. Maybe pile on.
And this is stuff that you don't see. We haven't seen this all year from Callaway.
Right.
They've always and what's so funny is I was talking to Coach Woodard on the way up here because they had a similar incident yesterday in the middle school game, and we both kind of agreed that with the high school and the middle school, Callaway always, they show a lot of class, and that's just been the way they've been taught.
Right.
And so I'm sure that Coach Wiggins will get all that corrected. All right, ball at about the 41-yard line. Like about a 10-yard pickup there for Trayon Wright.
Yeah, quick give to him on the right side, near side of the field to us. Moves it down cross field to the Callaway 41, and it gives them, of course, a fresh set of downs for sure.
All right, so 28-10 your score, 8:22 to go in the game. Temple inside of Callaway territory around the 41-yard line, 1st and 10. Armstrong out of the shotgun, takes a snap. There's that counter play right there.
Nothing doing.
To number 4. And he's going to lose about 3 yards right there, Brandon.
That's LaShawn Terrell. We call his name out every game, but it's like we call his name out at critical moments in the game. He's a baller, and week in, week out, LaShawn Terrell, you can count on him He just gets the job done, and that's exactly what he does here.
All right,
and
it looks like
a penalty to boot against the Tigers.
Yeah, that's on their head coach right there. He must have said the magic word to the official. And they're going to back them up 15 yards. And this is going to bring up 5, 10, about 2nd down and 30 right here for Temple. There's a snap again on that counter. And that's number 8 right there, Trayon. Good hard run right there. He gets forward for about 8 yards, maybe 7 yards right there.
Yeah, couldn't tell. Looked like Keegan Woods was the main man that made that tackle, but it's brought out to the 44 of the Tigers, and they got, looks like 3rd and about a mile and a half. But nonetheless, you want to keep your cool, get this ball, get our offense back on the field, and let's burn some of this clock.
All right, 3rd, about 22 right here. There's a snap. He's going to throw it out to the left.
Ooh-wee.
Miscommunication right there. The receivers were still running down the field, and looked like Armstrong thought one of them was supposed to stop.
Yeah, definitely a miscommunication there, but DQ was all over it, watching the quarterback's eyes. Just left his receiver going for that interception, but nobody hurt. Still 4th and long.
7 minutes to go now. Looks like Temple's going to punt. Callaway's not going to put anybody back deep right here. All right, now Ramsey's going to drop back. There's a snap. There's a kick. He shanks it off to the right. And they're going to get good field position. And then there's a flag down there around the kicker. I don't know if that's in high school, if they have running into, or if there's running into and roughing. We'll have to wait and see. Man, I would hate to see them get a free 1st down with 4th and 22 for running into the kicker.
Well, it's evident. The
personal foul. That's an automatic 1st down.
Roughing the kicker.
Referees tonight definitely are quick to throw the flag, and on one hand you like that they're controlling what's going on the field, but on the other hand sometimes you just can't help but think they get a little flag happy. But nonetheless, ball spotted at the Callaway 41-yard line. Fresh set of downs for the Temple Tigers.
All right, ball on the 41-yard line, 1st and 10 now. 7:03 to go in the game, 28-10 your score. Armstrong works out of the shotgun, Twins right. There's a snap, he fakes a jet. Michael Freeman tries to wrap him up in the backfield. Now he has to just throw it out of bounds. And they're going to call a roughing the passer now on LaShawn Terrell. That's going to be another 15 yards.
Boy, oh boy. And it's tough on a coach. If you're a Callaway coach, you just have to be careful, because that is just instinct. LaShawn he's just after the quarterback. He's just doing what he's trained to do, and you can't get too upset with him. But on the same token, it moves the ball all the way down to the Callaway 26 with a 1st down for the Tigers. So,
all right, here's a shotgun snap. There's that counter again to number 8, and this time LaShawn meets him in the backfield.
Yes, sir. Great
Loss
comeback.
of about 4 on the play.
Great comeback by LaShawn. Gets penetration through the offensive line, making the tackle in the backfield. Big time loss. 2nd and long.
Looks like 2nd and about 15 right here, Brandon. Just under 6.5 minutes to go here in the game. Cavaliers on top, 28-10. Temple with the ball inside of Callaway territory. Again, they're going to work out of the shotgun, single receiver to the left. Bring the jet guy in motion, hand it underneath to number 8, Trayon. And he gets up to about the 23, 24-yard line. That kid, he's played a good football game tonight.
He really has. He just doesn't run out of gas. I mean, he looks as strong now as he did in the 1st quarter. But again, he is a stellar young man. 6 foot, 183 pounds.
the Tigers.
Brings up third down and about 8 right here, maybe 7. Again, out of the shotgun. They're going to fake the counter. Quarterback's going to take off.
Oh, great job.
And good job right there by LaShawn Terrell. 2 back-to-back plays after the personal foul.
Yes, sir.
On LaShawn. He's come back and made 2 really good plays.
Yes, sir. LaShawn, just great athlete. Getting penetration, getting in the backfield, just causing havoc. And even on a senior quarterback, you got a guy like LaShawn Terrell coming at you. There's really not a whole lot of options there. And gets tripped up by LaShawn. Big loss on the play. And got a timeout on the field.
Man, what a job right there. And that, that's a testament to Coach Wiggins and his staff. 2 really crucial penalties right there against the Cavaliers. And, what a job by LaShawn Terrell to just shake off that personal foul call and then make 2 extraordinary plays right here, both negative plays to set up this 4th down. And looks like about 17 for Temple here with the score 28-10, 5 minutes, 16 seconds to go here in the game, Brandon.
Well, our schedule, doesn't lighten up for us. And these moments, even though we're up, these moments are definitely coachable moments. And Pete Wiggins and his staff are going to take full advantage of these moments because this is what separates the good teams from the great teams when we get deeper into the season as well as into the playoffs.
All right, so Temple's going to go here. 4th and 17. And there's a snap. Quarterback drops straight back. He's trying to throw back across the field if he can get over there. He does. He's going to be tackled at the 40-yard line. And that looked like number 2 right there, DQ Wilkerson.
Yeah, DQ steps up, makes the tackle on the quarterback.
Cavaliers will take over on offense.
Just good to see. Just good to see. They're going to spot it right at the 39-yard line of the Cavaliers. Offense comes back. And now we just need to burn clock and don't get anybody hurt.
5 minutes to go. Cavs on top 28-10. Ball spotted around the Callaway 39-yard line. And here comes the Cavalier offense. Single receiver left, single receiver right. Jabril Jackson at fullback. DJ at tailback. There's a snap. There's a give to DJ right up the middle. He finds a big hole, and he's out to midfield. Good 11, 12-yard run right there for DJ.
Great job. Number 22 for the Cavaliers, Khalik Swift, does a great job of drawing the linebacker in the corner, taking him deep, just selling his route, and it opens up here near side, which was the wide side for Callaway, but just a great job of execution there.
All right, 1st and 10 now for Callaway inside of Temple territory at the 49-yard line. Twins receiver right, Jabril at fullback, DJ at tailback, Dylan under center here. And there's a snap. There's a pitch out to DJ to the right side. He's trying to get the corner out there, and he does, and gets about 4, maybe 5 yards. Looks like he's shoved out of bounds at about the 46-yard line, Brandon.
Well, I tell you, it just makes you nervous. DJ, he just goes 110% in everything he does, and just seeing a kid getting to the sideline that quick, and there's just no stopping. He's trying to get more yards, and you just makes you nervous. You don't want to see anybody getting hurt.
All right, 2nd down, 7 now. Ball at the 46-yard line of Temple, 4:22 to go here in the game. Single receiver left, single receiver right. Dylan under center takes the snap, gives it to Jabril Jackson, the big fullback. He rumbles down to the 40, and they're still pushing the pile down to about the 39, maybe the 38-yard line.
And most of the time when a play drags out like that, you just almost anticipate a flag being thrown on somebody.
And they did throw a flag. I see a Temple guy lost his helmet. And I'm thinking that when you lose your helmet, if you continue to play the game, they'll throw a flag on you. Let's see, the officials are coming together here. And they might call a hands to the face on Callaway. I'm not sure.
There's a flag on the play.
Yeah, legal hands to the face.
Wow.
Against the Cavaliers.
4:14 to go, Brandon. 28-10 your score. And we're just ready. We're ready to get out of here, Brandon.
Well, I tell you, there's no doubt that the Cavaliers have gone to school tonight on silly plays.
And, you know, I mentioned earlier, very, very uncharacteristic of Callaway.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the cool weather, Brandon.
Well, you know, even though we're up, it's a dogfight. The Tigers are still fighting, and here we go. Let's see what Dylan can do.
Second down and 10. He's going to fake, roll to his left. He's looking for Braylon. He's got Braylon down the field at the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Braylon Sanders and the Callaway Cavaliers. What a throw right there by Dylan.
Great job by Dylan. Keeps his head downfield, very much aware of what's going on. Connects with Braylon Sanders for an amazing Callaway touchdown. And, boy, after all of the mental mistakes, just to see two senior guys step up and make a play when it was most needed.
All right, so 34-7 right now, waiting on the extra point. 3:45 to go here in the game. Here comes Noah Stevens' kick. It's up, and it's good. So Cavs on top, 35-10, Brandon. 3:45 to go here in the game.
Well, you definitely like what you see with the score, but we've got to get rid of these simple mental errors. And I know Coach is trying to get some young guys in there with the score like it is, but, again, all of these continue to be teachable moments for our Cavaliers, because as we get deeper into the season, into playoffs, these little things are what's going to separate these teams, because you know as well as I do, everybody's better. The teams that were good in the beginning, they're really good now. The teams that were not that good, they're holding their own. Temple Tigers are a perfect example of that. These guys still got fight in them, and just great teachable moments for our Cavaliers.
All right, Noah Stevens sets the ball on the 40-yard line. We got 3:45 to go here in the game. Let's see what my guy here, Quan Todd, number 27, is going to do. Here comes Noah. There's a kick. Nice high kick taken around the 10-yard line by Trayon. He comes straight up the middle of the field. Oh, man, he gets a good block at the 35-yard line, and he's up to about the 46.
Yeah, great wrap-up by number 15, Quay Hines, tackling the returner. Looks like the returner's going to get to about the 47 or so. They're going to spot it right at the 49.
Wow.
I don't know how they did that, but nonetheless, he gets to midfield, and Tigers will bring out their offensive unit and see what they can do here. And I would imagine they're just going to run this thing like it's first quarter.
3:37 to go. 35-10 your score. Ball at midfield. Here's the shotgun snap. There's that jet right there, and they're going to give it number 23. He's going to cut it back across the field, and he's going to get inside of Callaway territory down around the 38-yard line, Brandon.
Yeah, DQ Wilkerson steps up, makes the hit on number 23 for the Tigers. That's DeMar Ivey. He's seen the football a number of times tonight. Move it down to the Cavalier 37-yard line, and yet another first down for the Tigers.
All right, here's a shotgun snap. There's a give again up the middle to the tailback.
Hit hard.
Yes, he was. And that looked like
boy, I tell you what.
Jamie Sellers and Keegan Woods, man, they've had a great game tonight.
Boy, they just tag-teamed on that young man and nothing doing. Just straight helmet to helmet there. Gets right back to looks like about the line of scrimmage. Second down for the Tigers.
All right, second down. It's like about 10 right here. Again, out of the shotgun. And there's that counter again up the middle to number 23. He gets about 1, maybe 2 yards on the play, Brandon.
Well, just a shout out to the Cavalier defense. You know, that play was picking up 5, 6, 7, 8 yards first quarter. We've tuned into it. All of the motions that our defense was seeing in the beginning, you know, it's not throwing them off like it was originally, and we just see a great evolution of our defense here.
All right, here's the 3rd down and 9. Again, there's that counter, and he gets out to the right side down to about the 29. Let's see where they spot him, Brandon. Looks like about the 30-yard line. So we're going to bring up a 4th down and about 2 with 2 minutes and 13 seconds to go here in the game.
Be interesting to see what our defense does on this 4th and short. I would dare say you would hope they wouldn't jump.
All right, looks like we got a timeout.
Yeah, Temple looks like they're going to talk about it a little bit. Oh, yeah.
All right, timeout Callaway.
Teachable moment.
2:13 to go. Cavs on top 35-10. We'll take a timeout with them. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hi friends, Jess Lichter here with Key of LaGrange. We're going pink this month for breast cancer awareness, and we'll be donating a portion of our sales to the Breast Friends for Life Hope for a Day campaign. So stop by and check out our selection of Kias and help support a great cause. It's fall savings times, which means the 16s, they gotta go to make room for the 17s. You can own a 16 Kia Cadenza for as little as $23,500. And you know with prices like these are not gonna last long. Come see us today or online at keyoflagrange.com to help support your local economy.
Price plus tax tag and title. Stock number 19215. Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football.
All right, on 4th down and 2 was a bad snap, low snap. Armstrong went down to get it and tripped up, fell down. Cavaliers will take over. Ball at the 36-yard line. 1st down and 10 for Callaway. 2 minutes and 9 seconds to go in the game, Brandon.
Yes, sir. And again, they're gonna shuffle in a bunch of guys, new guys, get these guys some playing time, some reps, and it's just great to see these guys in the game.
All right, there's a snap, there's a give.
Look at there, that's Gabe.
And that's number 26 right there for the Cavaliers.
Yes, sir, that's Gabe Moultrie.
With a big 1st down run right there, picked up about 12 on the play.
Explosive run. He hits the line of scrimmage and just turns it into on the passing gear. Picks up well enough for the Cavalier 1st down out to the 49-yard line of the Cavaliers. Great run by Gabe Moultrie. Looked like right between the guard and tackle. And just great vision. Again, the depth of the Cavaliers.
All right. Minute 42 to go now. Okay, looks like Callaway's going to go to victory formation. So here's Coach Woodard's favorite play. Here's a snap. Dillon takes a knee. Under a minute and a half to go. Going to bring up 2nd down and 10.
Well, just got to give a shout out to our offensive line. There's no doubt that after the half, they came out, established a line of scrimmage, and even though we had some silly penalties, really opened up some running lanes for DJ and made some things possible with Braylon downfield. Just a great job by the Cavaliers, and these are things that you cannot coach. When you got a team that, like the Temple Tigers, that still got fight in them, you got to come out and you got to give it your all because these guys are going to fight you the entire game. And it's just evident of the depth and the discipline that Coach Pete Wiggins and his entire staff. I know a lot of folks may or may not listen to the Saturday morning quarterback show at the Kia showroom, but this is what I like to ask Coach about on Saturday mornings. Coach, when you're up by 7, when you're up by 14, what's your mindset? And it's great insight, especially if you're part of the Callaway family, to see inside the minds of what was a chess match going into halftime. I mean, it was really anybody's ball game. But Callaway continues to do what they do best, and that's just win football games. And kudos to Pete and his entire staff, offensive, defensive, special teams, you name it. Just a great game tonight for the Callaway Cavaliers as they defeat the Temple Tigers 35-10. Just a great night in the big city of Temple, huh?
That's right, Brandon. Cavaliers moved to 8-0 now. More importantly, 3-0 in region. Temple falls to 5-3. And we'll talk about it when we come back. Let's take a break. 35-10, your final. Cavs on top. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Introducing the most valuable provider, your nationally ranked WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Ranked a top 100 large community hospital by Truven Health Analytics. Named a top 100 great community hospital by Becker's Hospital Review. Rated top 100 in medical excellence and patient safety by CareChecks. WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Award-winning healthcare right here in LaGrange. To learn more, visit wellstar.org/WGMC. We believe in life well lived.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships. There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Hi friends, Jess Lichter here with Key of LaGrange. We're going pink this month for breast cancer awareness, and we'll be donating a portion of our sales to the Breast Friends for Life Hope for a Day campaign. So stop by and check out our selection of Kias and help support a great cause. It's fall savings times, which means the 16s, they gotta go to make room for the 17s. You can own a 16 Kia Cadenza for as little as $23,500. And you know with prices like these are not gonna last long, come see us today or online at keyoflagrange.com to help support your local economy.
Price plus tax tag and title. Stock number 19215.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football.
All right, guys, back here live in Temple, Georgia. I'm Shane Andrews with Brandon Brooks. Brandon, Cavaliers win 35-10. Take a 14-7 score into the halftime. Come back. Give up 3 points on the defensive side and run it up to 35 points. Probably not the Cavaliers' best performance this year. Obviously not in the first half, but I was really pleased with the way the kids come back and responded in the second half, and I thought that they showed a lot of fight tonight.
Absolutely. There was no doubt the momentum was with the Temple Tigers going into the half. We're making a lot of mental mistakes. Still, in my opinion, had not established the line of scrimmage, was losing the battle at the line of scrimmage. Go in and, talk to the guys, take some notes, learn from your mistakes, come out, and really just do a great job in the second half.
All right, as we mentioned, Cavaliers moved to 8-0, Brandon, but, more importantly, 3-0 in region play, along with the wins at Lamar and at home last week against Hurd. We got 2 games left in the regular season, Spencer will come to Callaway Stadium next week, and then the following week we'll get Jordan.
Yes, sir.
This is a Spencer football team that, a lot like this Temple team. They're starting 11 on both sides of the ball are going to be good, and it's what you do when you start rotating guys in and what you got as your number twos that's going to determine the outcome of the game.
Yeah, Spencer, there is no doubt about it. If you follow AA high school football, Spencer is really just turned it on over the last couple of weeks, and they're starting to work together. They are playing well together, and it's going to be another battle. It's going to be another battle at home next Friday night, and really just want to encourage our Callaway family. Don't take for granted we're 8-0, because a lot of these ball games have been just old-fashioned dogfight, smash-mouth games, and we're gonna have another one next Friday.
And like we mentioned, the uncharacteristic, personal foul flags against Callaway in the second half, and a lot of times, say we would have came in here and we'd have beat them 40-something to 0. There's only so much you can learn from that.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Coach Wiggins and his staff, and they'll turn this into a huge, huge positive, and they'll have these guys, roaring and ready to go Friday night.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, if nothing else, the lesson that you learn from O-line and D-line going up against some real men who there's no doubt about it, they did a great job as far as the Temple Tigers. They did a great job the first half. But for our guys to come back, and we saw the communication, we saw pointing, and, I got this guy, you got that guy, and just trying to get better, play after play after play. Just a shout out to the coaching staff and what they do week in, week out with these ball players.
And aside from the Hanley game, I can't think of a game this year where we went in at halftime with the score being as close as it was tonight. And like you mentioned, the kids came out and they showed a lot of heart and they showed a lot of fight. And like you said, that's huge for on down the road.
Absolutely. You're growing football players, and every team is getting better, and you've got to get better with them. And we saw that in the second half. To me, I was really impressed with the Temple. Just the fact that they could stay and compete throughout all 4 quarters of play. It's evident they've got some super talented guys on this football team, and there's no doubt in my mind these Temple Tigers, they're going to have a winning season. They got a couple of bumps in the road, but nonetheless, they're a really, really good football team. And, of course, they're coached by a really good football coach and Scotty Ward. So they'll continue to fight, and we will continue to fight, and just really impressive to come out with a win, 35-10 for our Cavaliers tonight.
All right, like Brandon said, 35-10, Cavs on top. Join us next week. We'll be at home at Callaway Stadium. We'll be on Eagle 102.3. We'll be taking on Spencer. That game will kick off at 7:30. We'll go live at 7 for the pregame. For I'm Shane Andrews. For Brandon Brooks, Cavaliers on top tonight, 35-10. Thank you guys for listening. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Thanks for listening to Callaway Cavaliers football on Eagle 102.3 and online at eagle1023.com. Callaway Cavaliers football was brought to you in part by Holmes Pharmacy, Commercial Bank and Trust, Wellstar West Georgia Medical, Emory Southern Orthopedics, Kia of LaGrange, Remax Results Agent Joel Upchurch, and Remax Results Agent Rob Upchurch.